Hell of a way to start. Hello, folks. Uh, I will say this show is family friendly tonight and tomorrow because we're hoping there might be a younger audience here. We won't. It's not for younger audiences, but it's okay if they drop by because we can keep it in check at times. I am Charles Deering. I can be found on YouTube where you're at right now under Charles Deering. Instagram I don't use much, but I go by the Charles Deering on there as well as Facebook if you'd like to add me. And then we have I'm going to go one by one over here. We have Herb Hooper. Where can people find you, sir?
Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, woodenvisions.com, Wood If I Could place. Anybody that'll have me, I'll show up.
All right. And somebody we don't get to see very often, but he's muted right now, so hopefully he fixes that, is Mr. Wes Balco, the Scroll Saw Cafe.
Hello,
That was the look on his face when he saw the lights in my beard. Go ahead, Wes.
You find me on Instagram.
Long time no see,
Facebook,
Mr. Wes.
and YouTube. Yes, sir. It's been a minute. Right now, you won't find me doing much scrolling. I'm doing the taxidermy side of things.
Oh, God. Always good to have these fellers here, and here's another. What did he do? Now, another guy probably could have gotten away with a lot sexier than me and lights and stuff is Mr. Steve Combs. Hello, sir.
Hi, Chuck. How are you?
I'm just spitfulicious. He's not on social media, folks, so you just got to be here to see him. Just saying. So if you're highly attracted to Steve Combs, you must be on a Charles Deering live stream to see him. Just saying. Or in the chat section of other ones. I don't know. You've been on other panels, haven't you?
A couple.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Nifty. All right. Thank you so much for being here. And I'll acknowledge everybody up in the chat as soon as we freaking get going here. And we got Mr. John Cousins out of Canada, probably about to hold up his business card. John, it's you, baby.
Hey, everybody.
Find your sexy behind.
Hey, everybody. How's it going? It's John here with Wood If I Could. Right there, School Song. And you can find me on YouTube. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me on Instagram and Twitch. I do shows whenever I want to. And you can find me on Charles' show. Herb's always over here as well. And Steve is on everybody's show. He's always in the chats on everybody's show. So enjoy the show.
I was referring to the panel, but okay.
Same thing. So enjoy the show, and we'll talk to you later.
All right. Appreciate you being here, sir. And Mr. Jameson Shoot. I don't know where Little Monkey is, but we should be safe tonight if she wants to drop by. Hello, Jameson Shoot. Where can people find you? Sexy behind.
You can find me on Sergeant Shoot's Wood Creations right down there. And get on anybody's panel that allows me to be on it.
All right. Well, I appreciate you being here, sir. I want to acknowledge everybody out in the chat. We have Pat H. We have Mac Pierce. We have John Bradley. We have, who else? Nick the Flaming Turner. Hello, sir. Josh Grover. Hello, sir. I haven't read the comments. I'm just looking at names. Indy Mike, which used to be Hoosier Mike. Merry Christmas to everybody watching. Whether you celebrate it or not, we appreciate you driving by, and I hope everything goes well for y'all. I'm the head attention whore here, and there you go. I couldn't buy green, so couldn't be a Christmas tree. Now I just look like a lipstick incident, but I promised everybody I'd do it, so here we are. And we're going to. I hope I didn't just cuss. I'm so used to. Yeah. We have 15 people watching. If y'all have any comments or questions, throw them on out there. You're always welcome. We're going to try to be a little more family friendly tonight. What?
I'm just laughing at your beard.
Do I even need to ask?
I'm just laughing at your beard.
Well,
that's all.
That's how I roll, baby. This is what we're working on this evening. If I finish them both or don't, we'll continue them tomorrow. Or if I finish them tonight, we'll do bigger versions tomorrow. And thank you, Mac Pierce. So there's that. And I appreciate everybody dropping by. I usually prep all this crap before a live stream, but I figure what the heck, I promised everybody I'd be here and we could do it together because a lot of the fun is out there talking. And I think the chat knows when I'm trying to talk about family friendly, we can do that in the chat too, and that's most of the case. Hippie Charles, hey dude, how you doing? Something about Steve Combs and Nick, they get really excited when they see each other.
I got my
Lost
crew. I got my
somebody.
crew with Johnny N and Johnny B out there today too.
Yeah, we got the Johns taking over.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I'm not going to do it with straight blade. You got your mind. Who did we lose? That would be Herb.
I'm still here. There
Welcome
he is.
back, Herb.
He's way over there.
You know it.
I don't know what the deal is, but my computer's going really slow. I hope it doesn't mess with the pixels and stuff.
Makes it easy for me to find John.
That guy gonna tickle. I'm gonna tickle Steve's beard.
The crazy bunch. All right, so I know y'all want to sit there and tickle each other, but I'm going to go ahead and steal the camera so we can do this together. And there's nothing fancy about this. I'm sorry. I'm not smart enough to figure out where a hanging point is on these. So if you want to shrink them down, make an ornament or a door hanger, I don't know right where you would hang them from. But I figured, what the heck. In this case, the dark would be wood. Go ahead, John.
Charles, that's actually the exact same font that I used on mine for Carrie's ornament. The second one there.
Really?
Yeah,
Well, I'll be darned.
yeah, that's the exact same font.
Well, I'll be darned.
Wow, that means great minds think alike. Look at that.
Yeah. And
Look at that.
Canadians and Americans can be on the same page. So let's just trace one at a time. Some people just do spray adhesive or press and seal like John does. I just tape it on the wood and trace it because, I like doing things the hard way. We have
Somebody-
You should do it small like I did.
I don't do small. For me, this is small.
You couldn't see it.
Yeah, for me, this is small. We're used to me doing 20 inches or higher. I'm not sitting on anybody.
It's small. It'll only
Man.
take
Nobody's home.
Charles is on top of Herb.
I'm totally not on top of Herb. Y'all would
You are
hear,
in the back.
okay, because y'all would hear him mumbling and screaming and stuff.
Are you
Somebody get
sure?
up.
Yeah, where the hell's my pen?
Left it in the house.
Really? I'm not prepared. Oh, it's under my straight edge over here. Ooh, that was scary.
Imagine that.
Go.
Hello, David.
What in the blue blazes Sam hell's going on here?
Oh,
It's
tonight
red
it-
today.
Tonight it's red, sir. But appreciate you dropping by, Mr. Jones. Let me. We're gonna take this down and we're gonna get rolling, right? We can talk about whatever the heck y'all want to talk about in the meantime. Just saying. And if I do this right, I'll have a backer for both of them if I space it right on the wood. That's always fun. So what does everybody have going? You can talk, Steve Combs.
Yeah.
I mean, you're typing out in the chat. I figure, just saying, if you wanted to actually verbalize, I mean, I ain't gonna tell you how to do it though. I just
No.
did. But
Jim
I
McCoy's in the house.
get confused sometimes.
it's all good. Of course, I have it. Hello,
Yeah,
Kim.
sometimes it's easier just to type it than to try to step on everybody else to say something.
Are you
Steve,
implying I babble?
Steve, do you have an audience tonight?
Actually, at the moment, no.
Okay,
What?
that's good then.
My wife and mother-in-law are not here. That is
No.
offensive.
No, they're upstairs. I think they're gonna watch one of the Christmas movies.
It's a wonderful life.
Actually, I think they're doing Home Alone.
Oh God, they must be desperate for entertainment. You'd think they'd be here if they're that desperate. I appreciate everybody dropping by. By God, I know you didn't have to. We have 17 people watching. We're just going to trace it directly on the wood, and I won't trace it perfectly, or we'll be here all night, which we tend to be anyway.
Steve Nealon's in the chat. Hey, Steve.
Hello, Mr. Nealon.
Hello, Steve.
Steve.
Oh,
Yeah, I went live for a short moment on Facebook just to show off my debauchery. So there's that. I'm not wearing earrings because my ears are covered up, but that was Herb's fashion advice. And I'm sorry I didn't do that.
You get
Should
that
put on high
lipstick
heels
looking right.
too.
Hell, I can barely walk as normal. Hello, David Helmanson. Oops, dag blabbit. Okay, family friendly.
Blab debit.
Yep, something like that. Good to see you here, Wes. About time. Hopefully, Billy Burt gets to feeling better. For those that don't know, he's dealing with COVID symptoms.
Uh-oh.
Hello, Barry Lloyd. Merry Christmas to you, sir.
I saw Billy earlier today in a couple of live chats.
Cool.
So that's that's a good sign.
Yeah, he's been feeling like hammered poopy today, and I'm intentionally speaking non-cussing, but yeah, he's been feeling pretty crappy. He's better than I am. When I feel crappy, I can't function. I have to sleep.
Yeah.
You get a hard time
That's
functioning.
every day.
Nothing wrong with you.
Yep, there's always something wrong with me. Just saying. So there's that. I'm just taping this so nothing moves while I'm tracing it. This is mainly just us sitting here talking and hanging out. Nick says, praying for what to happen, Steve? Nick says, darn it, Charles, I'm finding so hard not to say what I want to say with that beard. Oh, that's good.
Go ahead, Nick.
Although we are trying to keep it family friendly, just saying. All right, let me get set down and we'll get going. Oh, excuse me. Y'all have any comments or questions? Throw them on out there. If you're not, I'm sorry if you were here to see a certain woman in a waterfall. It's not going to happen today or tomorrow because I want to broaden the audience. Only for because they're more likely to be at home, and we don't want to run those folks off. I guess I can get a little closer. There's no real magic to what I'm doing. Hello, Jason Richelaw. The dark color will be the wood. Okay, let's not read that if we're trying to stay family friendly. Yeah, Billy, if you're seeing this, we hope you're doing all right. And this is the kind of carbon paper I use. It matters to some people. It's the darkest I've been able to find. Dark black. I like dark carbon paper. It's sold by CRE on Amazon, Cedar Rock Enterprises. It's the darkest I've been able to find. It comes in very large sheets. I just cut it down into page size sheets. And there's that. Take a swig of Dr. Pepper and we'll get rolling. If anybody has anything they want to talk about on the panel, they're welcome to throw it out there.
Yes, I'm thirsty. Will you hurry up and break the blade?
That's going to be a while, sir. You might as well just get your drink out. John Bradley says, hopefully Santa gets me the gear to come and join you guys in a live stream. That'd be cool. Nick, why aren't you with your bride right now, or whatever she is to you? Never mind, I forgot she's 6 hours ahead, so she's probably sleeping like a normal person. Yes, I think I'm single stacking it, Josh. I don't know. Probably too much work to sit there and try to stack cut. I don't know. It's you never know with me. And I'm gonna draw one and cut one because if I draw this and then put it aside and draw the other one, then we could be here all night, which we tend to do anyway. But it won't be as fun to watch. And you can tell by all the activity on the panel that everybody's really excited to be here tonight. Right, fellas?
You.
Somehow I got red on my paper. Am I I don't want to say leaking, but
Terrific.
yeah. And Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to anybody that celebrates those things. My wife is out of town right now, so I'm all by myself.
Merry Christmas to you.
I'm all by myself too.
No, she's spending time with one of the stepdaughters. Lives a couple hours away.
Was that too far for you to travel there, Charles?
Anything more than about 30, 45 minutes is too far for me to travel, unfortunately. But luckily, anybody that I would travel to see understands that.
Right. That's all I was getting at. I wasn't.
Yeah, and I know that.
wasn't putting you down on anything.
I know. I got you, baby. I got you. And my brother and his wife are dealing with the COVID, as is Billy Burt and his wife. Where we at? Merry Christmas to you too, Jason. Josh Grover. Nobody on the panel can get a word in because of Charles babbling. Josh, it was Christmas and you just ruined it. David Jones says, "Bah humbug." I feel that way sometimes. Just another tricky day. I hear you. Josh, be nice. It's Christmas, or almost. Now, I debated on this eye here, putting the dot because it's the dark as wood. I can't have a floating dot there unless I glue it to a backer, but I could attach a dot to the top of it, or I could just leave it like that. I opted to keep it like that. Y'all let me know what you think. Feedback is feedback.
Merry Christmas, Blair.
Hello, Blair. Merry Christmas to you. Oh,
Merry Christmas, Blair.
Hey, Blair.
is that my wife? I bet that's my wife.
John Bradley says my wife is working the whole holidays, so I get to wake up at 4 a.m. to open presents. Yay!
No presents here, but that's all right.
Nick says without the dot.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, he's a turner. What does he know?
He can turn you the dot. Put it in there.
I may stack cut this just because I'm so used to stack cutting that without stack cutting a single layer, there's less resistance, and I tend to go off the line quicker because the blade's cutting quicker. That hopefully that makes sense to somebody.
What'd you say?
If there's any kids watching, I hope Santa brings you whatever you want. Just know that there is more to Christmas than presents, but it's hard to convince yourself of that when you're little.
Yeah. A friend of mine asked me if my 8-year-old still believes in Santa Claus. I go, yeah, she does.
Yeah.
She had all the goodies out last night.
I never did get that pony. I'm kidding. I never did ask for a pony, if I'm being honest. Y'all let me know if I'm ever not on camera. I know my hand's in the way right now, but I don't want y'all to be staring at my elbow all night.
John, Nick's got a message just for you.
One, I is a capital I.
This is a game show for Joanne. Steve Combs, was that my wife that came over a second ago?
Yeah, actually, they're all three of them right here. Wife, mother-in-law,
We
daughter.
love you.
Love you so.
You
Merry
too. Happy New Year.
Christmas.
Thank y'all for having such terrible lives that this is your source of entertainment, but that's all right.
Oh,
I'm kidding. I appreciate anybody and everybody that can make it out here. Not everybody's able to have Christmas. Not everybody celebrates Christmas, and here we are. I'm sitting here with a red beard and little lights on my beard. Can't believe I'm about to show you here, but yeah, this is what I do for the people. I heard that. Good Lord. Looks like I had a lipstick accident, but I've only been doing makeup for one day. Just saying. But there's that. We got.
oh my God.
We're doing it for the children. Oh my God.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
Well, thank you.
We're gonna have Stephen do the same thing for tomorrow.
Go,
Yeah.
Steve. I heard that, Steve.
Yeah, I don't think so, Chuck.
Steve, you've been voluntold.
Voluntold.
Now your daughter wants to see it.
No, Nick. It is on the chat too, because children can see the chat.
Nick, you're funny.
What is it? Oh, are they ornaments?
Yeah.
Didn't we almost buy them one year? Yeah, no, we didn't.
Yeah, if anybody's interested, these little beard ornament thingies are only like $14 at Amazon.
Oh. Poor Steve would have to have probably 2 or 3 boxes of the ornaments and 2 or 3 boxes of the coloring too.
Well, the coloring was a spray. I wanted green to look like a Christmas tree, but they didn't have green. And because I have a red beard and ornaments, I have to turn a fan on, because if I try to take my hoodie off, there'll be red and ornaments bouncing all over the place. All right, panel, what are y'all doing that's got y'all so quiet?
Same thing you're doing?
Tracing your next project?
Yes, sir.
What?
Yep. But instead of using a pen, I use a one of those crafting tools with the X-Acto knife and the styluses and stuff like that.
Okay.
Same thing you're doing. Exact same. It's just it doesn't leave all the ink all over the page in case I need to trace it again.
And Josh Grover said, you know, it's quicker if you attach the, what the hell am I hearing? Heck. Josh Grover says, you know, it's quicker if you just attach it to pattern to the wood. I agree, Josh, but I've been doing it this way for years, and that's just the way I did it. It's kind of a therapeutic thing. I don't usually do this part live, but I knew it'd be a lot longer before I went live if I waited. So here we are. And I was going to say part of the enjoyment of these live streams is the banter back and forth on the panel, but there's almost nobody talking. Just saying.
Charles is hearing things again.
No, I'm not hearing.
There's been voices in his head.
No, that was a complaint that I wasn't hearing anything. Just saying.
I'm just reading the chat. Mac Pierce says Charles is hearing things again.
Well, see, if you don't read their name, I'll think it's you saying it. Just saying.
Well, maybe I wanted you to think that.
Okay. Well, then you got what you wanted.
It's like Christmas.
So yes, I am aware that I'm doing this the long way instead of just adhering the pattern to the wood. I just it's something I've always done. It would be quicker, most definitely, but I'm not known for doing things the easy way. Oh, I'm married.
That's why your lives are short. The shortest ones are 2 hours.
On average.
Yep.
Last night I saw the panel going pretty far off the rails, so I ended the live stream. It's Herb and Wes seem to be the only ones that are here that aren't at their camera, or they have their camera unmuted. Dang it, I can't talk. They are there, but their cameras and microphones are turned off, is what I'm trying to say. So there's
Okay.
Hello, Herbie.
Howdy.
Max says I was just saying what Jameson was thinking. Laugh out loud. Josh Grover says, "Hey Mac, now we won't get in trouble. The panel will be in trouble."
Well, you'll find a way to get in trouble if we're being honest here. Just
John Bradley says John Cousins is too quiet tonight.
No, I'm not.
He was more quiet last night. That was
Oh, I
scary.
know it. I know. Max Pierce says, "I like this arrangement, Josh."
I have a feeling they're going to be sent to their room on Christmas Eve. Can you believe that? Nick says, I'm talking, but if you can't hear me, Charles, so I guess if you can't hear me or understand me, so I'm alrighty then. Gosh, I need to get some wood now so I can play with the Seiko drill. There you go. I still have misplaced the cord of my Seiko drill. I must have picked it up thinking it went to something else, and can't be having our organization around here.
That's what label makers are for.
Something like that.
Oh, wait, that makes too much sense.
Yeah, we don't do logical things around here. And I know this is not the most exciting thing in the world to watch, but I wanted folks that didn't have anything better to do to have something to watch and or talk about or talk to or something if the rest of the panel decides they want to actually verbalize every now and then.
Nick said I tried to put it in code, laugh out loud. Josh, do you like your drill? John Bradley's asking. Mac Pierce says, Charles, after the stream derailed last night in such a spectacular fashion, I figured I'd start out in my own room tonight. Start out in my room tonight, laugh out loud.
Yeah, I hear you. Well, I usually find a way to send somebody else to another room. Ladies and
Josh
gentlemen,
Garber
Billy
said,
Burke, are you feeling better?
hello, Billy.
Hey, Billy.
Billy, you feeling better?
No.
Heck,
Hello,
nabbit.
Billy.
No, I feel like I've been eaten by a wolf and shot over a cliff.
And we've been thinking about you and talking about you, Billy. I hope you get to feeling better, sir.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And for what it's worth, we're shooting for family friendly tonight since it's Christmas Eve and Christmas. Hoping for, or the odds are of a younger audience coming in is there. But really hope you get to feeling better. Wish we could help you there.
Thank you. It's all right. We'll get over it or won't.
Josh Grover says, John B., I just got it tonight. Just got a Seiko drill.
Nice. And if you are up to telling people where they can find you, Billy, you're welcome to. Otherwise, it's up to you.
I'm Billy A. Burt Sr. Facebook, Messy Studio, and Billy Burt on YouTube, and the Messy Studio on Instagram.
Now, Billy, even in his sickness, looks much more like Santa than I do, but I look a little weird, just saying. They didn't have green there, Billy.
Jingle balls, jingle balls.
Family friendly tonight.
Josh Grover says,
You
hi,
got balls in
Billy.
your beard. That's all I was saying.
I know. I just wanted to make sure. Even in sickness, I still got it. Happy days,
I don't-
reference.
John Bradley says, very nice. I asked Santa for 2 years for one, hoping I get one. Let me know if you like it. Let me know if you like it.
I love the Seiko drill.
And then Mac Pierce says, hey, Billy, Merry Christmas.
Thank you. Merry Christmas, everybody. Ho, ho, ho.
Oh, ho, ho.
Oh. John Bradley says, hey, Billy, I hope you're feeling better. Steve from Hornell Media says, hi, Billy. Josh Grover says, John B., I've been thinking and looking at getting a drill for 3 years, and wife finally got it for me. John Bradley says, very nice. And there he is.
Jameson, one thing I think will help your audio, if you got a headset mic.
Negative. That'll be after Christmas.
Well, I know I was saying if you got that, I think it would help your audio. Your audio is clear, it's just a little bit loud. That's not a complaint. I'm just saying it would probably improve your audio.
Right, and I'm sitting way back and I'm talking quiet tonight.
This sounds
Yeah.
like a complaint to me, though.
Okay, then maybe it's a complaint. But we're happy you're here, sir.
Max
Thanks,
said,
John.
sounds like I need to ask Santa for some new hose.
Okay,
Because my hose were lackluster.
let's family friendly.
He's talking
What
about his ho, ho,
family
ho.
Ho
Yeah.
ho ho.
Let's be honest here.
Talking
We
about more
Except
cheer.
I didn't go ho ho.
We all
ho.
knew
I
what he was
went
talking
ho,
about, Charles, except for you.
ho, ho.
one of my dingle balls fell off.
Family friendly, Charles.
Yeah, Charles.
I showed it. Oh Lord.
I'm telling you, if y'all ain't had this, you don't want it.
I haven't had it and I don't want it. Well, I think I had it. I don't know.
They tested me positive, but I didn't have near as much junk as everybody else, if any.
I don't want to talk to you.
It's hard to tell who has it and who doesn't because the symptoms aren't always the same, but there is a general
Consensus.
consensus. Yeah, couldn't think of the word. Similarity as well.
I can deal with the fever. I can deal with the aches. I don't like it, but I can deal with it.
Yeah,
What I can't deal with is the headache.
yeah.
I mean, that make you want to throw up, nauseous headache, like some of the worst migraines I've ever had. And I don't have those anymore, but I'm having something with this, and I don't like it.
Well, we hope you get to feeling better, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And proof of that is you being here. If I was feeling like you feel, I'd be whimpering in bed.
Yeah, I'm an idiot.
I ain't gonna say that.
I said it for you.
Well, I appreciate your idiocy, sir. From what you were saying, it sounds like you're doing worse than your wife is.
Today, I was worse than she has been throughout. Yes.
Well, Wes and Herb and John, y'all, or Steve Combs, anybody want to talk?
Nick says, what's Nick say? With the way you sound, Billy, and explain it, I must have already had it way before they said it was out there.
Yeah.
I've just been totally mesmerized by watching you draw that I have nothing to say.
Yeah, I can tell you're totally mesmerized. This is the boring part of the process, but I figured we could all be together being bored.
I've actually been kind of multitasking. Because
I figured as much.
I can't sit down for very long. I can't do it.
Who's in tonight?
Wes Balco, Jameson Shute, Steve Combs, Herb Hooper, John Cousins, and I think that was everybody. And
Okay,
me.
it was Wes. I didn't recognize him.
Yeah, that was Mr. Wesley Belko.
Yeah, the taxidermy guy.
No, he's
Yeah.
called Long Lost Scroller.
Yeah, long lost scroller.
We wish you a Crary Missmas. We wish you a Crary Missmas. We wish you a Crary Missmas.
And a nappy, you near?
No.
Hell?
And a Yappy Who near?
I'll be back in 1 sec.
Hey.
You don't want to say nappy.
Well, I was referring to the you near, not anybody.
I know. But for some, it's apparently a trigger word.
For some, they'll find something to be offended about. But it's Christmas, so ho ho, Merry Christmas.
Yeah, I will say this. If Merry Christmas offends you, I'm sorry you're offended, but Merry Christmas.
Yep.
I'll be right there.
If you Merry Christmas offends you, you probably shouldn't be here because you're too much of a snowflake.
I beg your pardon? Who'll be right where?
My beautiful wife was hollering upstairs. She forgot we were live.
I didn't forget. I just don't care. I'm just messing with you. Worse problems to have than somebody yelling every now and then.
Yeah.
Was that her hollering? I'll be right there.
Yeah.
Oh. Is she there yet?
No, she's still here.
It just sounds just like a husband when he says, I'll be right there, and he hadn't left yet. Just saying. All right. We got part of the M and then the airy, and then we'll be ready to drill maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pilot holes, and then we'll go. Or not go. We'll start scrolling. Hello, JJE. I believe your name is Jim, but I've slept since then.
Hello, JJ.
Hi, JJE. Merry Christmas, bud.
Well, you're just going to have to deal with my mic.
All right. Well, happy to have you here. Where's little monkey?
She's
She
inside.
should be getting ready to go to bed. Santa Claus comes tonight.
He came last night.
Oh,
Family
Well,
friendly.
what kind of deal is that?
John.
It's called, we usually end up going all over the place at Christmas, but this year we're not because of crapola.
It's called having connections, baby. He comes a day early now.
So we do ours Christmas Eve, and then that's just the way we've always done it.
Yeah, we've always done it Christmas Eve night. Back when I was living with my parents, they different military things just made it more convenient to do the things at night the night before.
A little Christmas Eve.
But Santa Claus always gave me and my brother the same thing, so we had to see who could rip open the quickest. Hello, Chris Nealon. Appreciate you being here, sir.
Hey,
Merry
Chris.
Christmas.
Hey, Chris.
Chris, got to hire up the WC-130s. They can fly through hurricanes, so they ought to be able to fly up there and drop Santa Claus off and have him deliver presents.
Oh,
Excuse me.
although this has always been part of my process, this is the pain in the hiney part of the process. It's not fun. It's just part of the process for the way I do it anyway.
John Bradley says Ontario is going on lockdown on the 26th. Yeehaw. Can't wait. Not.
Where'd old Herbie run off to?
Dealing with a butt nugget on the phone.
All right.
Nick says, oops, I better get off and get some sleep. Stace just woke up and gave me the devil's eye.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Appreciate you dropping by, Nick. Merry
Good night,
Christmas
Nick.
and all them
Merry
other fancy things.
Christmas.
Yeah. Good night. Merry
Give
Christmas.
her a hug for me. Tell her I said Merry Christmas.
Nick,
Yeah.
tell her you're out watching all her supporters.
Yeah. Yeah. Tell her welcome Shane on here.
Chris says he'll be right back. Have to wrap a few things.
Hey. We'll be here.
Josh Gover says to John B., we've been in lockdown since March.
Yeah, I tried the whole candy cane look, but it just looked stupid. Looked like I got tagged by a graffiti artist. So, yeah. Not that I look much better than that, but just explaining why I didn't just go with candy cane stripes on my beard.
Oh, I thought you might have been talking about your beard.
Yeah. Nick says I might
Why?
see
So,
some
so
of
your
you
beard would
tomorrow.
match my toes? And yes, my toenails are painted like candy canes.
Yes, I seen that, Billy. Nick says I might see some of you tomorrow as Stace will be going live.
No,
All right,
we'll
buddy.
be sleeping.
I may be sleeping. I don't know yet.
Well, the way my days and nights are, I might be, but I'll be there in spirit.
The hell of it is, I didn't have a problem going to sleep. But every hour and a half, 2 hours, I'd wake up and I'd have to go pee. I don't ever have to wake up and go pee in the middle of the night,
I do all
let
the
alone
time.
4 times. So I'd every hour and a half, 2 hours, get up, go pee, freeze my butt off, get back in bed, shiver until the blanket's warm back up again. Hour and a
Well,
half,
put
2
the
hours,
heater in
get
your
up, go pee,
outhouse.
freeze my butt off. Holy crap. Do what?
I said put a heater in your outhouse.
I've got a heater in the house. It just, we keep the thermostat at 67 at night.
God loves Steve Combs when he types when he could be talking, but
Well, you guys are talking. I didn't want to interrupt. Right?
yeah. Well, I'll give you that for politeness.
Is
Steve,
Mrs.
don't
Combs,
feel too bad.
You
is
have such a
Mrs. Combs
beautiful
with
voice.
us yet?
What was that?
I said, is Mrs. Combs with us yet?
No,
Yeah.
she left.
She
was
left?
She was earlier.
Well, hell's bells.
Hex
Oh, I'm
bell.
sorry. You had it backwards. You thought she was there, and then she was coming here.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, she was here. She was going there.
Who's
My
on
brain-
first?
My brain hurts.
That's not fair.
Make sure I traced everything. It would appear I did. Yay. Yay, me.
You get a gold star, Charlie.
Thank you. I wanted a smiley face, but I'm thankful. I think I'll just single stack. I don't feel like messing with stacking and Brad Neal and all that crap. We just lost somebody.
Josh said she left to watch Home Alone because she was bored here.
We lost Wes. All right. So there's our awesome fun text and fell on the floor, of course. Oh! Y'all bear with me. And we have 19 people watching. If y'all have any comments or questions, throw them out there. Just for Charlie. I don't know what that means. Okay, we're about to.
I think Mac's blowing you a kiss. I
All
don't
right.
know. I can't see it.
Right back at you, sir.
Eh.
All right, let me get this crap out of my way and we'll get to scrolling. This is what we try to do over here. John, did you go live earlier?
No, I couldn't.
Oh.
Well, I could have, but I didn't want to break this, and I know I would have gotten distracted, and you wouldn't have been able to see anything anyway because my hands were so close to the blade.
Yeah, that's as small as you do them. I need to suck it up and get on my Seiko with a smaller blade. It's only on the Hagner that I have trouble with smaller blades, I think.
Josh said, Charles, how many blades you gonna break off? I mean, letters you gonna break off?
I don't plan on breaking any letters off, but I can break blades because it's what I do best.
He won't break any off. Those are like 4 times the size of mine.
Yeah, but if there's a way to break blades, I'll do it, buddy.
No,
Oh.
break letters.
Max says,
Oh.
Charles, you said you wanted a smiley face, so I gave you one. LOL.
Oh, okay. Thank you, sir.
So
All
he
right.
wasn't blowing kisses. It was a smiley face. My bad. Sorry, Mac.
And again, I am very pro Seiko drill, but I somehow screwed up and misplaced the cord, so I'll be using my cordless drill. But I do highly recommend the Seiko drill.
You still ain't found that cord.
He didn't even look for it.
I don't
It's
think
gotta
to
be
look
in the
for it.
shop.
I don't think to look for it till right before the live stream because if I'm not scrolling, then I don't think of it. Oh, I almost slapped my ashtray off the table.
You don't want to do
Right.
that.
You should write a note like, turn your heater back on, John.
Yeah. So I think
yeah.
Johnson's speaking from experience.
Indy Mike says, "Can we get some thumbs up, please?" I'm showing 19 watching, 11 thumbs up. It would be appreciated, sports fans.
There's one more.
I do appreciate everybody dropping by. I know you had options on them, it being Christmas Eve, and just know that if you're feeling alone, there's a lot of people feeling that this time of year. And I'm not lecturing anybody, but there are people out there that have it worse than any of us. So I hope, I hope we can try to look at that and feel better about what we're going through. Billy has it worse than a lot of us, although he's still of sound mind to be here, or maybe he's not, and that's why he's here. But
Yeah, that's questionable.
But yeah, Billy and his wife are going through COVID. My brother and his wife are going through COVID.
I haven't been officially diagnosed yet, but I'm almost certain.
Yeah, it's based on what you're going through. It's probably pretty.
My wife has been diagnosed.
I'm just saying, I am a doctor. I am a doctor, so you have COVID. So when I originally designed these, I had them printed out at 24 inches wide, because I like doing things big. And I said, nah, they'll probably just sit around. So I didn't want to waste that much wood.
So you're going to cut the letters out, right?
The letters will be made of wood. Everything else will be cut out. Yeah.
Oh, okay. You're going Bass Eckhards.
Yes, sir.
He's doing it the same as I did.
Yeah. And I'm going to drill my pilot holes here right quick if I can find my drill. No!
Charles,
Yeah.
just tell me you're making an ornament.
Well, it's a big old ornament, though.
Yeah, it's a big ornament.
It'll knock
It'll
over
go
my
over
shoulder.
It
Knock
could be
over
it could be a wreath ornament though for your front door.
Well, it'd have to be much bigger to be a wreath ornament.
Not really.
It's a small wreath then.
Wreath ornament, yeah.
It'd be a big wreath ornament.
That's true. On a wreath, it might be okay, but yeah, as a door hanger, it'd be kind of small. And I feel so guilty because I love and appreciate the Seiko's drill, and I love promoting it when I can. But I just I'm terrible at keeping track of stuff. It's all right. You don't have to apologize for that. We know you're not trying to derail the show.
I mean crap. I mean poo.
Poo, yeah. There's not a whole lot of pilot holes on here, so we won't be having a contest.
Josh wants to know how many you're going to miss.
How many what? Miss?
How many pilot holes you going to miss?
That would be pretty sad, wouldn't it?
Or don't mess up and drill inside one of the letters.
Well, no, this one, I designed it, so with it not being like a ultra detailed project, pretty sure I won't screw it up. I might break it, but I won't screw up the other part of the process.
Hello, non-Jave.
Oh, we're gonna do that again. I got a vicious splinter.
Oh, that's a good one.
Better than it underneath your nail.
Poracita, mijita.
That would have killed 10 ordinary men, but I'm anything but ordinary. By golly, we appreciate everybody being here. I'm gonna do a very rough cut around it, make the piece smaller, and then we'll get to the fun parts. I'll do the perimeter last, I think.
Are you saying you're extraordinary, Charles?
Sort of, kind of, somewhat. What, Billy?
I said, and for those of you that don't know what I told Charles, I said, poor baby.
I wasn't even listening, so I
said, pobrecita mijita.
Oh, okay. Well, I appreciate you. Right back at you with knobs on it, buddy.
No, that's okay. Thanks.
I said you were anything but ordinary, so does that make you extraordinary?
Sort of, kind of like that. Now, same to you with knobs on it was what Johnny Carson used to say, right?
I don't remember.
I don't remember neither. I've slept since then, just a couple times, though. Man, we're going to curl over here.
Hey, Billy, did you read Indy Mike's last message that he wrote? 'Cause I think I
Deal
got
for
it.
the homeless. So Merry Christmas to them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you read it or not, and that wasn't about you. It was just trying to keep from
No, that's fine.
repeating ourselves. So
Yeah, that
Uh,
was an example of people going through worse than we are right now.
yeah.
yeah,
We're
Even
sitting
even
here.
than me.
Yeah, we're sitting here somewhat warm. I mean, I'm a little cold right now, but we're here. We're warm. We, for the most part, have food to eat, a roof over our heads, and I've been one of those people sleeping anywhere I could outside, and feeling sorry for myself. Like, man, I was there again. I felt like, man, I'm too good to be out here like this.
Dave Weber says, I'll start in and seasonal, PG and all. Merry Christmas, ladies and gents. Can I go back to being my sorted self now?
wait till December 26th, and then you can go full Weber. You can go John Cousins, Billy Burt level.
Billy may not be back to that level for some time.
This is true. I just meant verbally.
I know.
Josh Grover says rustic reef perimeter.
Yep. I gotta.
And Matt Pierce says, we won't know if you're your sordid self, David. Laugh out loud.
Yeah, we wouldn't know if you weren't your sorted self.
This is true. Again, I'm just going to very roughly cut the perimeter, so I'm not dealing with a giant sheet of wood while I'm cutting this.
John Bradley says it was raining today up here.
I hate rain.
And now snowing. John Nave said, I got an early Christmas present. Whitney got me a drill press. Well, aren't you special?
I'm guessing Whitney hadn't heard from her agent yet, because I haven't heard from her yet. And I'm not blaming you, John. I'm just keeping you in the loop. I know with this time of year, it's probably not the top priority.
That's a pretty cool Christmas present, John.
And for those of y'all that were naughty this year, I am your Christmas present.
Dave Weber says, at Mac Pierce, all due respect, you don't really know me all that much. You don't really know me all that much yet. Smiley face. John says, nothing yet, Charles.
Good. All right. Get that piece of wood out of the way there.
John, tell her if she can get me a new bandsaw for Christmas if she wants to.
And for anybody wondering, we have Steve Combs here on the panel. We have John Cousins here on the panel. He's just now getting back to his seat. Steve Combs still sitting there.
Across the pond, they pronounce it Steve Coombs.
Okay. Jameson Chute's still there. Herb, his thumbnail's there, but his camera and mic are turned off. And we got Billy Burt Sr. waving at us. So I might as well put him on camera. Ho, 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 ho. How you doing? Santa's not feeling real special. Oh, sorry.
No, you're good.
No, I gotta let you wave to the folks, baby. By God.
I'm just ducky.
All right. All right, I'm gonna go.
You're just his favorite person tonight, Billy.
I'm what?
You're his favorite person tonight,
Who's?
Charles.
Yeah, I'm Santa Claus.
I don't.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at.
No,
I
Santa
just
Claus.
wasn't spelling it out. ABC.
Santa Claus don't like me much, so I don't really, and I'm not picking favorites. You're all special.
I'm just messing with you, Charles. I don't care.
I know. John Nave says drill press is about 5 feet tall. Can't wait. Put it fully together. Josh Grover says.
Cool.
Charles. Hold. I thought he was going somewhere else. Hold your tiny piece. You're used to something 10 times the size. Yes, sir. Andy Mike. I want a 14-inch bandsaw, but too expensive. Amen. Leonard Davis. Hello, sir. Merry Christmas to you.
Hey, Lenny, Merry Christmas.
Hey, Lenny.
Hey, Leonard.
Yes, this pattern can be done very large for a door hanger. It can be much smaller for an ornament, but this is kind of a happy in between, I guess. And I have to cut it slow because I'm used to the resistance of a stack cut. So I'll probably have a little wavy like a beginner would. Some beginner.
It's rusty.
Like me.
Yeah, it's rustic. Dang it, already. Got a wave.
Oy vey.
Charles, you could have cut that 2x4 that I cut last night that was soaked in hydraulic fluid.
I'd rather not. Why would you have a 2x4 soaked in hydraulic fluid?
It was one that got tossed in a bucket that had a little bit of hydraulic fluid in the bottom of it, and the grain of the pine just sucked it all the way up to the top. Turned out pretty cool. It wasn't real hard to cut.
All right.
Except where I did the compound cut, so it was 2 words on each side.
Hey, that's funny, Josh. Josh said, I give sawdust and a bottle of glue for Christmas presents and just tell people some assembly required.
Yeah.
Josh, you ain't right.
Is that clearly focused? I think it is.
Yeah, John Bradley said, try doing that with a flat blade, Charles.
Nope.
Oh, crap.
Thanks, Josh. Josh says that it turned out cool.
I'm terrible at keeping up with friends' stuff.
It would help if you were awake more than 5 minutes a day
I am. I'm just not always.
before your lives.
Yeah. I'm awake some of the time. I'm just not always surfing Facebook.
I
I'm
get you.
working hard for the people, baby. I did just get done designing a very nifty looking little cross. Not little, but
Josh Grover replied to John's comment about using a flat blade. He said, then it wouldn't be family friendly.
amen.
Jason Rifchoff is in. Hello, Jason.
He's been here for a while, I think. But hello, anyway. Yep.
Hi, Jason.
Just like painting, when it comes to scrolling for me, at least on something like this, the prep work takes longer than it does the scrolling.
Max said, Josh, we're barely hanging on to the family friendly thing as it is. John said, I tried to find the video of Charles using flat blades and couldn't find it.
Just type in the search thing, me, or it has to be on my channel. Just type in me trying flat blades for the first time. Those exact words, and it'll be season something, episode something.
Right furniture.
Yep. Alrighty.
Sorry.
It's all good. Things happen.
Josh said, we're hanging on to family friendly tonight better than normal.
Yep. And it's appreciated. Although it doesn't seem like we have a whole lot of children. And I'm sure most kids are too excited right now to be watching the Charles during live stream, but you never know. We have 18 people watching. We appreciate you. Herb Hooper says, I might be back here for a while. If y'all still here, all right. Appreciate you dropping by, Herb.
Back where?
on this here live stream.
Oh, he said I may be back here for a while. And so that I didn't understand.
I think, yeah, he might mean out in the chat versus on the panel because he just left us in. Andy Mike says, I also feel bad about the animals in sub-zero weather because they're ignorant owners. Amen to that one.
My wife and I had to put insulation in a metal building just for our dogs. And we still bring them inside. Plus heaters and all sorts of stuff.
Some people get pets as a yard ornament. That's why I don't have any dogs, because I can't give them the attention they deserve.
Herb said dealing with ice holes.
Now, letters like this, if you go off the line, be consistent and go off the line the same amount on the other side, and that way you maintain the thickness.
Right. Dave Weber says, anybody about the big crane pattern yet, Charles?
Russ Meadows did.
Maybe he'll put it on a CNC machine.
That did cross my mind, but yeah, Russ Meadows bought it yesterday, I believe.
But he does do scroll sawing. He does a good job. I'm just throwing it out there.
He doesn't generally go with that ape crappy with a design, so I don't know, but hopefully that wasn't private that he bought it, but that surprised me.
All right, I'll be back. I need more water.
And Cole. I got a little bitty wave in this line I want to fix. I know I'm setting myself up for crap talk here, but I used to be better at staying on the line. My eyesight's just going to poop.
It's probably all them lights under your chin.
I don't even notice them.
Andy Mike says I want another dog, but my wife don't. Oh well.
Dag blebbit. And I'll try not to, Josh.
John Bradley says in the new year, Charles, I'm going to buy a new bunch of patterns. A whole bunch of patterns.
I appreciate that, sir, but make sure you got your fill of ramen noodles first. I want you to be able to eat.
And make sure that when you get them, that you download them right away to your computer or external device, because you only get, what is it, 2 weeks, Charles?
Two download attempts and 2 weeks, 14 days expires.
Okay, I wanted to make sure.
The pattern doesn't expire, just the download link does.
Right. I'm sure John knows that. I was just throwing it out for anybody else who may be listening.
And I appreciate that.
Yep.
You can tell I'm touching my beard. I'm all pink over here. John, you doing all right over there, sir?
Yes, I'm fine, sir.
Just checking on you, mister. You're being awful quiet.
I'm busy finishing my wife's Christmas present.
Okay. I'm just checking on my homies. Golly, don't freak out or nothing. Golly. Steve Combs, will you spank John for me?
You gonna thank me, Steve?
I was.
You're welcome, John. Bradley.
I thought this was a family-friendly episode.
Well, John's being
Charles
naughty.
is trying to derail his own train.
I never do that. Maybe 7 times an episode. We have 20 people watching. If y'all have any comments or questions, this pattern is available on woodenvisions.com. If you just type in Merry Christmas, you'll get 2 options. The other option is just out of reach, but we'll be working on it. Not very many cuts in these at all. Just saying. And I should have been saving the waste areas for stuff like this. Yeah, I should do that. Oh, it's probably too late now, but let me see if I can find the scrap, at least for the C here, because that could break when I'm sanding it. Just saying.
Yeah, it won't
Dave,
break.
Dave Weber wants to know, have you ever tried the Opti visors for the arms with the magnifiers and LED light things?
Can't afford it.
I haven't found a set I could wear that focuses where I want them to look at.
Thank
What
you,
I'm
Steve. Thank you, Steve Combs.
You're welcome, bud.
I haven't tried because anything that's more than, like I have this light here, but if something magnifies, it messes with my eyes too much. And I believe Steve Good talked about there's certain lights out there that will they have interchangeable magnifiers, different powers, but anything other than normal vision is hard for me to get my eyes around. But someday I'm gonna have to suck it up and try anyway.
Hey, Charles, speaking of that, they do make those, like those safety glasses that are, basically they're safety glass versions of reading glasses that you could pick up at Walgreens and stuff like that, but they're a little bit thicker to handle any distractions.
Yeah, I haven't tried to get the reading glasses. I probably should.
Andy Mike wants to know if snowing up your way, John.
No, it hasn't snowed for a couple weeks. It's just gotten colder. But today it got up to where did it get today? Okay, put it this way. Last night when I went to bed, it was +5.
Huh.
So today it is right now. Yeah, see, right now it's +3. So it's pretty warm.
Yeah, it's 48 here, and believe it or not, 4 in the morning it's going to be 57 degrees here.
Yeah, it's been a little nippy today, but overall, the last couple of days been pretty pleasant.
Yeah,
Billy?
so +3 for you guys down there. It's 37 Fahrenheit.
Billy, are you still with us?
Uh-huh.
You if you need to leave, let us know.
I will.
It's 25 degrees here.
Just sitting here being a vegetable.
I hear you. Well, you're stronger than I am. I wouldn't be on a live stream if I didn't feel good. That's just who I am. I actually, with all due respect, wasn't expecting to see you tonight because of how you've been feeling.
I thought about it.
But you are a dedicated, overpaid employee of woodenvisions.com, isn't that right?
Uh-huh.
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Josh Grover says it's -6 in Northwest Illinois today. I think it was yesterday I seen Shaylee was videotaping snow coming down, a lot of it in her area.
Shaylee did a whole lot of last minute stuff. I just wanted to throw this out for the 2 or 3 folks that hadn't seen it yet. One of the little dingle ball lights had fallen out, but I guess I could put it back in, couldn't I? Oh, I'll just stick it somewhere. Not like that. Family friendly. All right. Pick a random spot if I could do everything backwards here. Nope, wrong side. All right, so I got it back on. So there we go. Now I look more like a dang hippie than I do a Christmas jolly thing, don't I?
Yep, you do. You dang hippie.
A bit like different.
Well, what was that, Steve?
I said you look a bit like Captain Lou, only different.
Yeah, that's who I was thinking of. The guy that had rubber bands in his beard, the wrestling,
from way back at the beginning.
Of all the people you could have compared me to, one of the ugliest ones. I can relate though.
You represent or yeah, whatever.
I look like
I'll
Jack.
figure it out.
I look like Jack Sparrow on crack.
John Bradley says, well, everyone, Merry Christmas. Hope everybody's health. And I'm heading to bed, guys. Talk to you later. Good night, John Bradley.
Appreciate you being here, John, and don't get out of bed, or if you catch Santa, he might take your stuff with him and poop in your shoes.
Night, Johnny B.
Good night, Johnny B.
Dave Weber says it's -5 degrees Celsius here. A skip of snow and a snow squall warning.
Good lordy.
John Ann says, is there a brand General or General International that is made in China?
They don't make them anymore. General International went out of business.
Sorry, go ahead. Clamp's not tight.
No, it broke. The tip of the blade broke.
Oh,
Just the tip.
John.
Asking, I was just asking.
Yeah,
it's bad enough you still got a drink, Charles.
but that was in my head when I said that, John. If I'm being fair, what was that?
I said you still broke it, so you still got a drink.
Yes, sir. Permission to check my tension first, sir, so I don't forget.
Permission granted.
Well, thank you, sir. Don't let that go to your head, by the way.
What you doing? That's all I heard on that that live the other night when I listened to it later.
What live?
Sir, yes.
The Sergeant Major.
Oh yeah, that.
The sir sandwiches that you kept spewing out.
Pretty sure.
I mean, spitting out. Sorry.
Pretty sure John appreciated my dedication on that show. Just saying, John.
Yep.
I did not hear sincerity in his voice, but you never know. We got 19 people watching.
Sir, yes, sir.
And
The sir soup sandwich.
Was it Carrie that tried to give me a tongue twister to mess me up, and I did it?
Yep.
Yes, Dave, that's what you heard. General International is no more.
Mac Pierce says 28 in West Virginia. Josh Grover says, Jason, what part of Illinois you in? Before all that fun, Josh Grover says twang, and Mac said trank. That was when you broke the blade, Charles.
By the way, did Steve Combs yell drink?
You're slacking.
Yes,
He didn't even,
Why'd you break a blade, did you?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead
he
and say
wasn't
it.
a fan
Go ahead and say it posthumously, Steve.
Yeah. Drink. I had stepped away. I'm sorry.
So,
Okay.
Dave,
hello, Russ.
General International used to build the best equipment ever. They built the Excalibur 21. I got my planer, my planer, my dust collector, my bandsaw. We're all and my jointer are all General International. They were all built in Canada. Then they moved to China, and then they closed.
Hello, Russ Meadows out in the chat.
Musty Reddos.
If you do find any General International equipment out, try and make sure it's built about 10 years ago. And you can still find brand new ones that were built 10 years ago, but it's still the original made in Canada stuff.
Russ Meadows, this is not as awesome as it should be, but I did it. They didn't have green. Just saying. Hello, Scott Hampton as well. Hell of a way to spend Christmas Eve. I can think of worse ways. Just saying.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, anybody who's watching is
Billy can say that. He's dealing with feeling like poop. We have 21 people watching. If you have any comments or questions, throw them on out there. If you're not subscribed, I hope you consider it. So there's that. We got 2 more letter cuts, and then this big one. Then we'll do the perimeter, and then we'll start another one. By golly.
Russ Meadows says, "OMG!" exclamation point.
And if I know Russ, he's probably shaking his head too. But yeah. I looked for green, was hoping for a Christmas tree look, but yeah, they had a whole bunch of greens, but it was all permanent hair color, and I don't want that.
It wouldn't last anyway.
Get you some gelatin mix.
I don't want to take any chances. Unless it says temporary, I ain't touching it.
You can do what you could do what Rodman used to do.
Dennis Rodman? What did he used to do?
He'd use regular unsweetened Jello to color his hair.
Like if it's not made for hair coloring, I don't want to test it.
It washes right out.
My luck, it would be some kind of weird freak of chemical nature, and it wouldn't wash out. Yep. Well, Billy, you haven't done any beard coloring on a live stream. Just saying. I know you said you've done it, but
yeah, twice.
Just saying. Of course, I don't know if I should be necessarily bragging, but yeah, here we are.
Dave Weber says, "Yeah, the old general stuff is bulletproof. The international stuff was decent, but there was a lot of Oriental influence in the designs. So what now? Here in Canada." And then he says, "King, isn't there stuff all China rebrands too?"
Yeah, King, General International, Excalibur, all of them are pretty much the same saw, except for like what John was saying, when they change locations of manufacturers, little things change here and there. But yeah, they're all pretty much identical saws.
Scott Hamilton wants to know, wonders what happened to Rodman, dude. He seems to have disappeared.
Because he was irrelevant.
Times I've seen him, he was more like a show clown.
Agreed.
And that's that on my end.
And that's a lot for me to say, considering I have a red beard right now. But I mean, I do it for laughs. He did it thinking he was. I don't know what the heck he thought, honestly.
Anyways, I'm not going down that train.
I hear you. I did save the inside of the sea because that's the only thing I'm afraid of breaking when I go to sand. So I saved that. And the reason why you want to do that, for anybody that doesn't know, is it reduces vibration and lessens the odds of it breaking when you sand it, whether by hand or with a palm sander. Gives it a more broad surface for it to go across, and with that waste being in there, it can't flex but only so much. So hopefully that'll help when it comes to sanding.
That makes sense.
Yep. And I'll probably do the same thing with the perimeter here. So I probably should have drove a pilot hole for that, which I still can, but I got
no losing.
No, you just come in from the outside, hit the swirl and go.
No, I know I could come in from the outside, but if I drove a pilot hole, then when I'm sanding, then where I came in from the outside would be spreading and closing, and I want it to be a more solid surrounding. That's the only reason I didn't want to come in from the outside.
Okay. John Naves wants to know any cons on that drill press. I'm guessing the general drill press.
Not that I've seen. I don't know. As long as it goes up and down 90 degrees, you should be good. Make sure the table that you're drilling onto is 90 degrees, unless you want it angled drill. We got 20 people watching. If you got any comments or questions, throw them on out there. I appreciate it. Hope you'll subscribe, click on the bell, click on the word all. Josh Grover says, okay, Jason, for some reason I thought you said you were in Illinois.
Yeah, because you kept asking where in Northwest Illinois was Jason living at. And then he said, I'm in Canada. Jason says, I'm in Canada. So there he is. We caught up.
I don't know if my hair will be colored tomorrow or not since we've already done it tonight, but you never know. We got 21 people watching. Let's get back on this. I don't expect as many viewers tomorrow unless they don't celebrate Christmas or don't have toddlers or whatever.
Jason says, Josh, my phone is spelling it. Stupid autocorrect, Jason, Josh says.
Yeah, my toddler's driving now, Chuck. So
My toddler's 22.
yeah,
Dang it. Another one of those cuts where just the blade decided to follow the grain of the wood, which is rare on plywood, but it just pushed itself to a certain direction.
Because the wood was controlling the piece and not the scroller.
Yep. Well, I just assumed it would go where I steered it, and I shouldn't have done that.
Well, you know what they say about assuming.
Yes, sir.
Makes us all look foolish.
Oh yeah, I thought you were about to say the other thing.
No, I'm keeping it right as right as I possibly can.
There you go, baby.
so listen, Dave Weber's got a question. He says, Charles, or any of you, do you ever sand the sawn edge? If so, how?
Needle files, but very rarely need to sand the sawn edge. Now on a big circle type or an oval, I'll use like a little 1-inch belt sander that's just out of view right now.
I was gonna say for a circle like I did for my wife's clock blanks, which is just a little bit bigger than scroll saw, but I just used a spindle sander. Just gotta make sure you keep moving with it.
Yeah, I very rarely use the giant belt sander, but I never use the hand belt sander because that's harder to control than getting a stationary belt sander and just pushing the wood up against it.
I was gonna say my hand belt sander, I only use it for the heavy duty stuff, so I was got some coarse grit on there.
I don't
I
even
guess.
have one my dad does. I'll end up with them, but I almost never use the hand one. Only hand sander I generally use is a palm sander. But anytime you're sanding delicate fretwork like this, save as many waste areas as you can, and it'll stabilize, less likely to break.
I never save any pieces I cut out.
Okay, do you want to tell people how you sand your work?
I've given demos on it. Basically, stick it on your flat mat so it doesn't move. Your sticky mat so it doesn't move around on you. And I just use my orbital sander most of the time.
Well, the reason why I say some of the waste areas is like on this C is to reduce the side-to-side vibration and the odds of it breaking. I use a palm sander too.
No, that's why I used an orbital sander though.
And mine's orbital too.
You said a palm sander though.
Well, random orbital. What you call it?
Yeah.
To me, anything that you do in your hand is a palm sander.
You said
I was gonna say the old sanders were about 6 inches long and had the handle way in the back.
Both of my
12.
palm sanders are random orbit.
Random orbital palm sander. If it fits in the palm, to me, it's a palm sander. Just saying.
Dave wants to know orbital versus random sanders, John.
I use them all, but I do prefer my pneumatic orbital sander, random orbital, because I find when I'm using it with my air compressor, I can actually adjust the speed of how fast it's going. So when I'm doing my fret work, I start off slow with it, and then until it stops moving on me, basically, and then I can pick up the speed on it, and I know it doesn't grab and break pieces on me.
Now, if I'm afraid an area will break, here's an example. Like if I couldn't find the waste area on this C, I would just hold it like this. If I can get on camera, I would just hold it like this and use a little piece of sandpaper with my hand and just do it like that. But which you could still do even if you do save the waste piece if you're paranoid about it vibrating and breaking.
John, thanks for approving my scroll saw project.
I had an itch and I forgot about the die.
Well, when are you going to join the other 4 groups I'm in charge of too?
Do what?
When are you going to join the other 4 groups I'm in charge of?
I don't know. I just found out about this one last night or the night before or whatever.
John,
I mean, I've seen it, but I don't know.
John approved my post and it was Lee Nyden who declined it because he's so mature.
Max says, Charles, are you streaming during the day tomorrow or
Yes, sir.
in the evening like today?
I'll try to stream every time I'm awake and not in the middle of a project. Outside of scrolling, I'll try to stream.
They said, Charles, or any of you, do you ever sand the sawn edge? If so, how?
We already read that one. Billy addressed it, but go ahead.
Alrighty then.
It's all good.
Dave, if I sand the sawn edge, I just use a small file, but most times I don't worry about sanding the sawn edge.
Yeah, I almost never sand the sawn edge unless I got a little wave in the line I don't want.
Dave said, thanks, interesting. So these mirror blades cut cleanly enough. It looks good without sanding them, question mark.
Well,
Josh says, Dave, if you use the right blade for thickness of the wood, then you don't have issues.
well, with spirals you get the fuzzies, but on the edge it depends on what you're looking for. Like if you're using thick and or solid wood, you might find ridges from using a spiral.
And Dave says, orbital versus random, John?
Already read that one.
Yeah, we're caught up there, Billy. No offense, Billy. I'm just saying.
We appreciate your participation and dedication, though, sir.
Yes, sir. That we do.
Yeah.
We're just trying to help you out today.
Josh is saying that Dave, a lot of blades tell you what size wood it works best for. Thing is, you basically got to try trial and error on your own.
Exactly.
Because Charles basically just uses number 3s
and number 5
and number 5s, whereas I
use number 5.
Whereas I will only use 1s and 2s, 1s and 2s. I might use the odd 3 if I'm cutting like 2x6s, but then I'll still change back over to an 02 to do the fine work in it.
I have had the veneer pop off on a few places on here, but it's luckily the veneer the wood underneath the veneer is about the same color, so it's not real obvious.
Jason, before you leave, message me on Sunday because you said you wanted to do a video tutorial. But just give me a message whenever, and get set up for the video, and we'll do whatever you want.
Yeah. Good night, Jason. Merry Christmas, bud.
Appreciate you being here, sir.
Jason.
Good night, Jason.
And again, I'm going to drill a pilot hole that way, because if I came in from the outside, it would be more vibration when it comes to trying to sand the perimeter or with the perimeter surrounding it. So I'm gonna grab my drill and we'll just pick a random spot. I'll probably pop off a lot of the veneer because that seems to be happening a lot on the narrow areas of this wood. Like you can kind of see it there. I think right there at the tip of my thumb where it's pink. So it's not terrible. It's mainly been the waist areas. Most of it's going like this. But then again, I don't expect to keep this project unless it turns out halfway decent. I may not chunk it up against the wall like we did with that first nude we had, but we have 18 people watching. If you have any comments or questions, throw them on out there. And as soon as we're done with this one, I'll start tracing another one. And if I end up finishing them both tonight, I'll think of something for tomorrow, by golly.
John Nave says, after I visit my fiance and kids' graves, I will be here. I will need it.
Good to hear.
We'll be here for you, John.
Yeah, we'll be here for you, John.
Yeah.
We appreciate you.
And message us if you need anything.
Yep. 'Cause we don't, when we get carried away on a topic that's kind of tender to you, just got to shout out to us, John Naves.
Yeah, we don't always think before we talk.
Yeah, just
Right.
get me in there, John.
All right, appreciate you, Portland Woodworks, David Jones. We'll be here, hopefully.
Hey, David, what's going on, brother? Love you.
Yes, I did, Russ Meadows. And I appreciate that. I mentioned it. I was saying, God, I hope that wasn't private that he bought it. You plan on doing when that was a CNC or a scroll saw? And I'm sure you know why I asked that, because, you know, you have options. Because that seems like the last pattern I thought you'd buy if it was for a scroll saw.
Russ says unknown, but Josh says, Russ, you gonna cut Mega Train on CNC?
Unknown yet. All right.
Yeah, it's going to be really cool, Russ.
Yep. However he cuts it.
Yeah.
When I was trying to do the candy cane stripes on my beard, I used thick paper, like, you know, the kind you find in junk mail. And the stripe didn't look bad, but then trying to do the one next to it without seeing the previous one, I didn't have them parallel, so that's why it looked like I was graffiti tagged. So that's why I decided to go all red.
I understand, David.
Just fight in the darkness. I hear you there, David. Thoughts are with you, and we're here for you. Hello, Larry. We're all spiffalicious. That Russ Meadows says, if scrolled, I'll need to add an addition to my shop. That's funny right there.
Is your CNC big enough to do that piece there, Rusty?
Not the size I'm doing it necessarily. It might be big enough, but CNC can, like with a V bidder, I assume a V, I don't know. But he can do a lot more precise detail because I cut with number 5 logs.
Everything that I've seen on CNC, you can set it up, your program, to where it tiles it. It'll do so much, whatever the space is, and you put a mark to where you move the piece over to that mark and then zero it out for your next tile on that and keep going. I mean, that's just what I've seen. I don't know how Russ's machine is.
So Larry Aldrich is in the chat.
Yep. That zero spot, I believe, is called the home position. It's been a while since I talked to CNC, so I don't know.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying you can set up a spot on the opposite side, and then when you get done with that first panel, then you move the spot on the other side or down the panel, wherever it is, up to
It's basically
the home and start over again.
It's like a registration mark.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
Yep.
Russ says, yeah.
And appreciate you dropping by, Larry.
John, I sent you a PM.
Trying to move cords and crap out of my way here. We got 21 people watching. If y'all have any comments or questions, feel free to add them.
That's good, Larry. Oh, at least one of us here.
Russ Meadows says, but my machine is big enough to do it as is.
Cool.
He'll be showing it off while I'm sitting here crying, working on mine. I don't know when I'll start with that, but I'm weird enough to do it. Now, once I do that train, I don't know what I could do to one up myself on these live streams, except for maybe the 8-foot wide horses walking through water. I'm pretty confident we're going to get some veneer blowout on this, but that's all right. I knew the odds were there when I cut this small.
Hopefully it's on the waist side of the.
Hopefully, but most of the narrowness is going to be in the letters now. But in a lot of areas that didn't blow out, so you'll never know. Guess we'll find out. Let me stretch a teeny tiny bit when we get in here. Somebody's got a nose whistle.
It's probably Billy.
That's what I would say.
We're just gonna go with Billy on this one.
Yeah.
You ever see
But
that
you
movie?
know, but at least we know he's still breathing.
Yep.
Yep.
You ever seen that movie, Me, Myself, and Irene?
No,
Well, he has a whistling nose scene in there.
I watch good comedies.
Honeymoon Video?
Yeah.
You mean you don't watch your Canadian actors?
There's the one you do, the rifleman.
He's actually not that funny, but some people think he is.
I think he's kind of funny. He's a butt nugget in real life, but he is funny.
Some of this stuff, though.
Andy Mike says, do some Clydesdales, Charles. Beautiful
Lord.
horses.
Yep.
Max says, Billy's just happy. He's whistling while Charles works. Laugh out loud.
And he ain't whistling Dixie. He's just breathing.
Josh says, that would be nice, Mike. Clydesdales. Do the Budweiser, but you'd have to just change it up to just being horses and a wagon.
I believe I designed one already, I believe. It was based on a Budweiser picture, and I'm caught on something here. Yeah, it finally broke loose right as I was turning the blade off. You ain't just whistling Dick. You ain't just laughing your name. Bellamy Brothers, baby.
BRB.
Look.
Yeah, okay.
You are in control as to how fast you scroll. I'm going slow to try to minimize waves in the line and blowout, but the blowout's usually the wood, like it just did right when I said that. But it's not real obvious. Well, it's getting there. Maybe it is obvious since I pointed it out. I'm losing a lot of veneer on this cut.
Because you're not using a straight blade.
That's possible. Have you ever used your scroll saw, Billy?
Yes, twice, 3 times.
Good. Now, if I was doing this cutting bigger, it probably wouldn't be blowing out the veneer, but it's very narrow cut, or parts being left. The only reason I'm stopping and turning the piece is, even though it's a spiral, is for visual comfort. I like to cut with the blade or the piece coming away from me. I'm a little paranoid. But yeah, you can see where I blew out the veneer in a couple spots over here. But if that was painted, you'd barely be able to tell.
Dave Weber says, my dear daughter just brought me a hot chocolate laced with spice rum and Bailey's. I'm a pampered old fool. I know. And I'm loving it.
I keep forgetting that I have dye in my beard, and every time I get an itch, I'm scratching, and I end up with pink fingers.
Yeah.
For me personally, it takes away from it, obviously, when there's veneer blowout. It's just like, well, this is a piece of crap now. So I may still chunk it up against the wall when we're done, but at least we had a project.
Well, not for nothing, Chuck. Seriously, you could throw a little filler in there and spray paint it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, wouldn't nobody know that it wasn't intended to be that way?
Unless they were watching.
Well, yeah, there's that.
But yeah, I could do that. I don't necessarily need to chunk it unless it breaks.
Yeah.
Like that nude out there chunk. Somebody somewhere might have paid $10 for it, but probably going to break off some veneer here too. Not that I'm hoping for it to happen, but the odds are pretty good. I changed my mind because it hadn't happened yet. I may use another piece of wood when I go to do the other Merry Christmas because it's got some pretty skinny areas, but this wood's already proven that it breaks the veneer easily. Old scraps I have laying around. I don't even know if they're maple veneer.
That does sound really good, Dave, but it would be a mucus nightmare for me right now.
That sounds like a heavy metal group or a goth group. Mucus Nightmare. I've definitely heard worse. Yep, already losing veneer on this part. Luckily, most of it's on the waist side. And with the scroll saw being as safe as it is, you can have your fingers right next to the blade to stabilize. But I guess I'm getting blowout on the bottom of the piece because it's catching on something, so I'm going to turn the piece around. And every time I turn on the saw, I'm slightly pushing where it'll go into the waist area. I guess I could see if I got a big enough piece of walnut scrap to do the next Merry Christmas out of, because that might look kind of pretty and it won't be plywood. Just saying. My luck is that it won't be big enough, but we'll see.
Josh says, Charles, switch to a straight blade so you don't chip out so much veneer.
I'd be breaking this thing all to heck if I was using a straight blade, just saying. Which I think is what he kind of wants to see. Or he's making fun of the fact that he knows that I don't use a flat blade.
No time like the present to learn.
No, I'd rather struggle.
Oh.
See, right now I keep catching on something that's got to be tear out underneath. But if I'm being honest, this piece will probably sit around, so I may just chunk it up against the wall when I'm done. And that's not a tantrum, it's just that's how much I care about keeping this piece when I'm done cutting it. But there's no guarantees. But I am asking a lot of this plywood to be cutting this narrow. Were any of y'all surprised when I chunked that nude up against the
Yes.
I didn't even really give it a second thought because it wasn't that detailed. It was probably going to sit around, but I can remake another one if I need to. And it adds to the decor of my well-cleaned, organized shop. Piece to fit right in. I hope I can find a piece of walnut big enough to do that other one on. I think that could look kind of pretty. Dang
Yeah,
it.
it would.
There's some serious freaking drag underneath there. Yeah, the veneer tear out isn't real bad except for over there on the M where we talked about. It's probably out of contrast. There we go. Not quite as bright.
It's probably not real good quality plywood.
Yeah. That's why I'm hoping I can find a piece of walnut big enough. I'm afraid I won't be able to, but here's hoping.
Yes, Dave. Not the one in the waterfall. The minimalist one with her back to us.
Yeah, the simpler one that I did on the first nude live stream.
Too many veneer blowouts, guys. That's why he did it.
No, it's more so just to prove that
Oh.
I could live without it. But yeah, this one has more veneer blowouts than that one did.
Oh.
But I never do it as a tantrum. I just do it to show how unimportant it is to me that I keep it. It's more about just doing it for a show and not breaking it, but making it. More about just doing it for the show and something to do and something for people to watch, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I was turning a 14-inch ash juniper salad bowl for a lady that gave me the tree. And I kept having problems with it. It wasn't happy. I couldn't get the sanding scratches out. It was just irritating me to no end.
Yeah.
So I took it to the fire pit and burnt that sucker up.
Yep. I usually throw a tantrum first because that's more fun.
I didn't throw a tantrum. I just took it out there and burned it up. I think I lost a few subscribers over that one too.
I'm actually doing a relatively decent job of staying on the line, and when I go off of it, it's that crap catching underneath. It's very frustrating. My nose is running. I probably got a pink mouth now. I'm not going to show anybody because y'all probably laugh at that. If I sounded gross, and if I was saying my mouth is pink, I mean, I'm not letting it run all over me. Yeah. Now, if you have crappy plywood like this and you had the patience to use an X-Acto knife to follow the line, and you stay to the waist side of that line, you might avoid blowout veneer, but that's way too much work for something like this. And I don't like work. Is Jameson and John still there? Because they're being awful quiet.
No, I'm still here. I was just finishing up my present. My present for Carrie is done.
Yay.
So now I can fool around.
All right.
Russ says he goes both ways. Lawrence says he goes both ways.
I knew someone was going to do that.
Huh. Interesting, right?
Yeah.
Well, he was Navy after all.
When I scroll, it depends on where I start my pattern. It doesn't. I really don't have preference as to clockwise or counterclockwise. It depends more on my pattern and whether I'm doing straight lines or curved lines, and whether I don't want to break out like a curl, right?
Well, I find myself going counterclockwise most times, but I don't really have a preference. But I have noticed that I go counterclockwise most often.
Brett said, watch it, Billy. Hey, you can't mess with me. I'm sick.
Pulling the victim card.
Yeah.
No, our thoughts are with you, though. You know that.
Yeah.
We can't hardly stand you, but we pretend pretty good.
I'm back.
We sure missed you, sir. Billy was crying
Yes,
a
sir.
lot, but he contained himself.
Yeah.
I'm really scared that any walnut I have is not going to be big enough. I'm really hoping I can find it. I really thought I was going to break veneer on that part of the cut. Ooh, I dang near broke through the whole thing. Lord.
Don't do that.
You see how skinny that got? Lord Jeebus.
Yeah.
Now, as far as selling to a customer, that right there probably just made it not worth it. Because that got way too close to breaking. Of course, you put a backer on it, everything's all stable.
Larry, what I mean by curl is like you see on Charles' C there, depends on which way the curl is going. Like because he actually has three different directions of curls on his letter C. So it depends on which way the curl is going as to which way I'm going to cut first.
Yep. I believe it or not, I'm really upset that I got so narrow there because that takes away from the whole thing, in my humble opinion, besides the broken veneer.
I just make the rest of it narrow, that's all.
Shoot.
You can make it as narrow as mine.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I should do.
overall, I'm okay with how this piece is turning out, but it's not museum quality by any means. John just took a picture.
Yeah, just take a picture of the size of my ornament.
Well, this piece isn't tiny, but compared to what I usually do, it's tiny.
It's teeny tiny.
I don't know what to do with all this space on the table. There's all kinds of stuff to blow out.
One of the first pieces you can put both hands on and cover it all up.
Yep.
Josh Grover says, John, he can't make it as narrow as yours because he uses logs for blades.
Exactly.
Well, in my defense, I have said that. So there's your holy monkey. See with that one area where I dang near broke it? That's all kinds of floppy. So there you go.
Your Christmas is all kinds of floppy.
Very floppy Christmas. Now I'm gonna let y'all stare at that while wow, that's really floppy. I'm gonna go look for a piece of. Please tell me I have a piece of walnut big enough. Please, please, please. I probably don't, but let me go check. I'm gonna mute myself and go look and be right
Hey,
back.
You guys want to see what I make, Harry?
Hey, Shay.
Hi, Shay.
Well, midnight.
Hey, Shaylee, how you doing, sweetie?
Did you get the box finished on that one there, John?
Yep, it's all done right now.
Sweet.
I'll put pics up in the stream chat.
Cool. Josh Grover says, wow, that's big. Should have done half that size.
There you guys go. I put pictures there for you. Yeah, Mac. Well, I was hoping he would have just put me up on the screen, but now you can all wait till tomorrow to see my Instagram account, and I'll show it on there.
John, answer Indy Mike's question.
My brain doesn't work too good anymore, but on a spiral blade, when you feel the sharpness of the blade, it goes down towards the table, right? No, you actually want to feel the blades. Well, yes, your blades point down. So when you run your finger from your table up, that's when you want to feel. You want to feel your blade grasp on your finger all the way up. So yes, the blade points down to the table.
Yeah.
It's funny because I had to check mine.
Yeah. Well, otherwise, it's going to be trying to pull it off the table the whole while.
Yep.
Right. The only ones that should have teeth going up are reverse blades, and they're usually just real small amount down on the bottom on flat blades.
So what'd you do, Shay?
Oh, she had a busy day because she made it busy herself.
Yeah. Andy says, okay, thanks.
Anytime.
So Shay, you didn't get stuck in the snow in any of them parking lots up there?
Thanks, Russ.
Merry Christmas, Shay.
Well, I did not find walnut, but I did find a pretty wood. One of my favorite woods. Flame box elder.
Oh, I love flame box elder.
So do I. It's a little wobbly, but I think it'll turn out pretty.
They can't even get that up here for me. They won't even order it.
I don't even remember where I got it from. Probably eBay if I know me. It's pretty thick, so it's It's a little floppy, but hopefully we can get it to work. But I'm glad I found a piece of walnut, but it wasn't quite big enough.
Yeah.
I could have done the other Merry Christmas on it, and I may still do that, which I could probably do that tomorrow if I'm being honest.
Do you guys ever watch Pask Makes on YouTube?
Yes.
Scrapwood Challenge.
Yeah.
His Cam4 Laurel. Where does he get it all from?
I haven't got a clue.
Because he's got so much, and I'm like, that looks like such good wood. I want to get some.
See, I can do this tomorrow on out of walnut.
You just did that.
I know. I mean, as a contrast, I could glue it to here, but I think it would look pretty made out of walnut. So I may do that tomorrow because there's that. All right.
Dave wants to know, are reverse tooth blades a smart thing? They do pretty good because when they on the upstroke, the blades will catch the bottom of it and they'll help with less of a tear out. At least that's what I find.
It's supposed to create less fuzzies, right?
Yeah.
Now I got a knot in this plain box elder. I'm trying to avoid getting the letter over it, so I think this is where I'm going to tape it.
All right, then Indy Mike says I have to play with my tension then.
Ah, dang it! I'm a little upset because most of the beautiful pink is within the waist area. I'm trying to get it. I don't mind that kind of stuff.
Turn it around. Turn your board around.
Well, the backside isn't as pretty, but there's a lot more wormy crap.
No, that's what I meant was spin it. I didn't say flip it over.
Well, I know, but it's a little more punky down here, so that's why I had it flip the other direction. Usually, knots can add character to a piece, but this piece is so fragile, I don't think it can do that. But you know what? I may have to. Let me just see if I can avoid the knot. That's all I'm really concerned about. But okay, maybe I'm more into the pink here. Let me. Okay, John.
All right, well, back to the chat.
Stop rubbing it
Shaylee
weird.
said that she just did a lot of sliding through some stop signs instead of getting stuck. Oh, wow, Dave says. That's a sweet piece of wood. Probably talking about that one that you're messing with.
Plain box.
Josh Grover says, use the walnut as your backer.
Well, I thought about that, but I'd rather make a pretty Merry Christmas out of it, if I'm being honest, because the cutting quality of the original Merry Christmas is kind of crappy. And that'll give me something to do tomorrow on the live stream.
Yeah, Russ Meadows says reverse tooth blades are great for helping cut down on the sanding of the piece.
And I don't know how well box elder does on a scroll saw, so I guess we'll all find out. I'm sorry to interrupt, Jameson. Go ahead.
No, I'm just skipping around through here anyways.
Tiptoe through the tulips.
Josh Grover says Charles is in the pink.
Okay. Let's try to avoid
And
those comments.
yeah, you're just in the pink part of the wood.
Yeah, sure.
I'm trying to help myself because I realized.
No, it happens. Hell,
Yeah. Anyways, Larry says, me too, Jameson and John. It leaves a smoother cut.
probably don't
Talking
need
about
all these.
reverse tip.
I can probably turn off all the. Oh, I just realized I'm in a lot of that punky part of the wood, but oh well. Wait, am I? Why did I do that?
Well, just raise your pattern up to where you're the bottom of your words is at the bottom of that.
Punky.
No, yeah, at the top of the punky stuff.
Well, the problem is I'm trying to avoid this knot, and I'm also trying to get the pink in there, but I don't.
Put the
I'm not going to avoid that knot.
Yeah, put
put
the
the circle of the M over the knot.
knot where the curl on your M is.
Right.
Yeah, I'm
Right
trying
there.
to do that. I'm oh, screw it. Here we are.
Just do it.
It'll work.
All right.
Just do it to it.
I'm glad I found this. I didn't even know I still had this. But yeah, that's going to be pretty if it cuts worth a crud.
It's gonna be all
Yeah,
Christmassy.
that's a pretty thick board.
Yeah, it's pretty thick board, but I think we'll be all right. A good time to use number 5, fat Fat flat ended.
It's number 5 chainsaw blade.
We still got 20 people watching. We appreciate you. Been here 2 hours and 5 minutes, and yeah, I'm gonna do that one I just did. I'm gonna do out of walnut tomorrow. Just saying. That's almost worthy of keeping, I think, if it turns out right.
Very good job, John.
Thanks.
Good night.
Oh, did you try to show something while I was hogging the camera?
It's in the group chat.
It's in the group chat. You can see it.
It's in the
Yeah,
group chat because
well,
you basically left it on your table when I was going to
Well,
say,
I
hey,
mean, that's what
yeah.
I'm asking. Do you want me to put you on so you can show the people here on YouTube?
sure.
I'm sorry, I stepped away before you went to do that. Where are we at? There, Jan Cousin.
You don't have to, though.
Yeah, I do.
Hey, there I am. Look at that. I'm right there.
Wow, where's your business card?
You know it. Slow on the draw, bud.
So here's Crary's Christmas present. Look at this. Look at this awesome wood. Oh, look at that. And that's flat.
That's beautiful. So she got her piece of wood?
Cool little box I made for her.
Oh, I thought that was just a piece of wood.
The box.
Okay.
And you open the box up. Open the box up. Boop.
Oh.
Boop. And there's an ornament that I made for her. And it says 2020 Merry Freakamus. Because she's my freaka. And because we call each other freak all the time. She's a freak, I'm a freak. So Freakamus.
I'd like to be a freaka too. That's pretty, John.
And there's a cutout for to sit in there. And like I said, so there's my like I said, it's the exact same font that you just used for yours.
That's nifty.
Yeah.
And it's really, really small. It's really tiny.
That's very cool.
It's only
Ow,
what?
ow,
How
ow.
big that that was? It's 5 inches long.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. But
And I
So
just
you got a way of hanging that?
just
Or
finished
is it
oiling
just
it. Well, I should just put a ribbon between like the O and the E or the O and the M or whatever.
or use those metal hangers?
Or she
Shay
can just
said they like
or she can just display it right on the box.
right. She said she likes your box. That is awesome. Great job.
Shay likes my box.
Yeah.
I love the
John Nave says he just finished an order, thank God, or his last Christmas order.
well, see, so this way I'm covered for Christmas. I only need one present. That's it. Done.
is that like tiger maple or something, John? What was the box made of?
It's it's this maple.
Yeah, tiger maple.
It's just this off-cut maple stuff we got at the hardware store.
Yeah.
It's like like I said, it's like 3/16 thick. It comes in like 2 foot board sections. It's rough cut too, right? But like the you call it quilting.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you can still see it in the rough cut side, and like I said, when I oiled it, it just pops. It just pops right out when you oil it, right?
Yeah, that's
Right
right.
out. I just wanted on the record, these little light ornament things don't come out of your beard as easily as they go in.
Well, that's the fun. That's the fun of
fair.
having a wife around, though.
My wife's out of town.
So he's stuck with them until she gets back.
No,
Yes, Dave, it's very
Or
fresh.
you got to shave.
Shave it all off.
I ain't happening. I have one more and it's hurting. It's hurting. Ow. I do have to wash my hands after this because of how pink they are.
Dave says, man, that's fragile looking, John. Awesome.
It is.
John, do you know the name of that font?
Yeah, I can look at it. It's still open right now. I can tell you exactly what it is. It is called. Let me go to my font.
Larry
Phone.
said, "Did you use your human hair to
It's
cut
called
that?"
Edwardian Script ITC.
Can you write that name out in the group chat so I don't forget that? I'm gonna go wash my hands because they're all pink, and I'll put everybody on the panel, and I'll be right back, and then we'll start tracing this one. Bye, guys.
John Naves or Larry wants to know what blade sauce. Was that your hair?
Wait, let me go back.
And John Naves says, "I'm off to bed, guys. Gonna be this cemetery early morning.
And
Merry
nighttime.
Christmas, everyone, and I look forward to the stream. Thank you, everyone, for the support."
Okay,
Good
take
night.
care, John. Like we said, if you need anything, just message us. We're always here for you.
Good night, John.
Yeah, good night, and we'll all be back on later. Anyway, I'm pretty sure most of us will be on, after we all open our presents and stuff. Larry, yes, that I used my 01 blades on that because it's so small. My last 01 blade I used. So, like I said, it's 5 inches long. 5 inches long. I think it's like total height of this is 1 3/4 inches high. So the fonts are less than a 16th on hat. Like some of the strokes that like on the R's and the M's and the E's are like less than a 16th. So just so you know.
Yeah, I bet you that little center tail on that bottom F is probably a fun one to do. Where you go from the F to the R.
I actually had to join that in because the F was the F and R were separated, so I just added a bridge in there.
Yeah, but I'm saying that doing that bridge was probably a fun chore.
Yeah,
Cut me.
yeah, it's nothing. Ain't no thing.
Ain't no step for a stepper.
But that's like I tell everybody, like Shay knows, it just takes a little bit of practice and you can do it like that because that's how we did our tiny little ornaments that she wanted us to do, our little lotus flowers.
Yeah,
That one.
Indy Mike, my heater is on, and it's too big of a space and too small of a heater. That's why I'm all bundled up still.
Well, you need to just put a either a floor heater or put a surround around where your camera is.
Surround. I got the camera off the computer.
We'll move your computer so it's right below the heater. That way your computer don't freeze on you.
There's my heater.
Oh, it's just a little heater. Oh, I think like a furnace. I think like a furnace.
That's later on down the road. We gotta get the.
No wonder you're cold.
Yeah. But it was better. It was either here or listen to everybody inside, and everybody's starting to wind down inside, so I'm letting them go to sleep.
Almost like a Steve. He's in a t-shirt. You know, so you freaking it looks like he's sweating. Are you sweating, Steve?
No, not quite.
No. Billy's sweating though.
Yeah.
Barry says, "Great job, John." Josh says, "I did the lotus flower earrings for the wife. They're 1 1/4 inch square."
Good job.
Indy Mike says, "Billy, I feel sorry for you, man. You need some shot of whiskey."
Quite possibly.
And
That's the same as Larry. It's the same as these paw print ornaments, right? Because the font on these is still pretty small too, and like I know the L is basically one blade width for the cuts on them. Most of them like that. Most of the cuts are just one blade width wide, right? Like the E, the L, and you set your tension just as tight as you do for all your other blades. Well, but you just need good spirals. That's all it is.
Well, John, you could probably also back up that solid wood does much better than plywood does, as far as
Solid wood does do better, yes.
except for aromatic cedar, which is more prominent in Texas than it is in Canada. But y'all probably call it
It's here too.
Aromatic cedar. That's my bacon wood. I call it bacon wood.
that. As far as looks, that is one of my top favorite woods. It's brittle as hell, but it's beautiful.
That's my favorite wood. It's bacon wood.
Josh says he used bloodwood to cut them.
Wow, that would look
cut
nice.
the earrings.
All right, this one's a little more frilly, as you can see. Now on the website, the one I just did, this one and this one, they are designed with backers on them, but I don't know if you've ever seen my little washer trick, but that's how you can make backers for thin wood to keep this from flopping all over the place. So there's that. And we have 19 people watching. If you have any comments or questions for anybody on the panel, or talk amongst yourselves in the chat.
John, check out Mac Pierce's comment to you.
You know, Mac, when I cut these bacon strips, I actually made a pile I think it was like 4 pieces of Canadian bacon, meal bacon, using the aromatic cedar because it looked just like Canadian bacon with meal on the edge of it. And I don't know where they are. They're in my shop somewhere. I got loose bacon in my shop somewhere. You think I'd be able to?
No, he ate them.
Believe it or not, this design took me a long time to do because I hand draw my stuff, but when you zoom in, like with the scanner on pin lines, they're very bumpy. So it took me forever. So even if you zoom in, everything is very crisp and clear. So that you would think, I mean, it's a little bit flat here on the S, but that's for me doing text with a pen. That finally turned out pretty halfway decent. Just saying. Back to y'all.
Just sniff them out. Well, see, the problem with aromatic cedar is that after it's been sitting for a while, it loses its aroma until you just run a piece of sandpaper across it again, just very quick, and then it re-smell. You get the aromatic smell back again.
You re-smell it? Nah, yeah. I'm more into the look of aromatic cedar than I am the smell. I mean, I like the smell while I'm cutting it, but I usually clear coat it anyway.
I love the smell of cedar in the morning. Only problem is it's toxic for you.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say toxic. It just makes you sneeze every now and then if you're.
No, it's toxic to your lungs.
I didn't know it was toxic. All right. I learned something today. I know MDF is very toxic for your lungs.
It's because of the formaldehyde they use in MDF.
Yeah. So is Steve Combs still with us?
Yep.
Yeah, Steve's
Hey.
still here. Larry says,
my lungs because I'm allergic to it.
Well, that would make sense.
see, Josh agrees. Cedar is very toxic. Cedar is like a very toxic wood to cut.
Yeah, that's why they tell you don't burn it in your furnaces.
See, because the thing is that when you're cutting cedar or turning cedar, the fine dust will hang in the air longer, and it'll actually cause like if you got a furnace in your shop, turn your furnace off when you're cutting with it because the fine dust stays for like an hour afterwards, and it'll actually spontaneously combust.
Well, that sucks.
And it's so minute that you'll breathe it through your. If you're using like an N95 mask, the COVID mask, if you're using one of those to cut with, you can actually breathe the fine dust still through those.
Well, if you can blow a lighter out with those masks, then they ain't worth the crap anyways. Or with or anything.
But they'll help stop the deadliest disease in the world.
Yeah, with microbes smaller than dust. Just saying.
MDF has its uses, Lawrence, Larry.
A lot of people use it as template material.
Yep.
For a router or whatever else.
Yeah.
And it's
I was gonna
really
say when I first started, that's what I used was 1/4 inch MDF to practice with. And then some of those I would stack them on top of regular wood and use that later as templates to redo them.
Well,
As long as they don't have a lot of detail in them.
I'm pretty sure MDF is the only thing that Sue May uses for her patterns.
why do you say that?
Because anytime she has a pattern, there's no grain on it, and she says that she's cutting it with MDF.
Huh.
Quarter inch MDF, 1/4 inch or 3/8 MDF.
This red dye, it does not wash out as easy as the blue, so I could have a pink beard tomorrow, so that ought to be fun.
And I wash that man right out of my hair.
I mean, we give each other a lot of crap, but if I have a pink beard, y'all won't want to put that down.
Yeah, it might be kind of funny for a while.
I had one
For y'all.
Yeah.
I told you.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that we're laughing at you, Charles. It's that we're laughing with you.
And at me. Now when you do it for your grandkids, it's different. I just do it because I'm an attention, you know what, but it's a family friendly show, so we won't use that word.
You're an attention getter.
Yeah, that too. Seeker. Yeah.
See,
Thank you. It's like, Charles, you don't get the attention you want, but you sure seek it.
yeah.
And Josh says, "Do we have to stay family friendly tomorrow if you have a pink beard?" Yes, we do.
Yeah.
It's Christmas. You got to stay with the season.
All right, boys. I'm gonna take my sick butt to bed.
All right,
All
Billy.
right. You better
Take
get
care.
All right, Billy.
Y'all have a good one.
Good night, Billy.
better, sir.
Merry Christmas,
Yes,
everybody.
sir.
Good night, Billy. Hope you feel
Great
better.
Christmas, brother.
Appreciate you sacrificing and being here. I know that was. I didn't expect you to be here. You're probably not even here right now, but I'm glad you took time out of your sick day to be here. And I'll continue talking to myself.
Do you get the right answer?
Because you-
That's the only time I get the right answer.
Because we're letting you talk to Billy, or at least thinking you were.
No, I was pretty confident he was gone. I just had to finish my thought. That's what I do.
Hey, Russ, how come you're not on the panel, buddy?
He's probably at Wally World.
Lawrence, but you can get 1/4 inch hardboard at the hardware store, and it works the same as MDF. That's what I use for my router patterns.
Hardboard. You talking about masonite?
No, it's it's basically like compressed wood. It's like MDF, only it's how do you say what it is? It's basically put in a press form rather than put in a like the way
Veneer.
no like the way MDF is made is basically sawdust and glue and formaldehyde and a bunch of other stuff, and it's pressed, right? Whereas hardboard is the same concept, only it's got it's pressed with a harder force to make it more dense. So it's denser than MDF. So MDF is medium density fiberboard,
Right.
whereas hardboard is actually a high density fiberboard.
Okay.
And you can actually buy it with patterns on it for like if you want, you can actually put it in your bathroom and then paint over it, because it comes with a waterproof coating on it, and you can paint right over it to give you that tile look, and it comes pressed like that.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Hello, Yappy.
Hello, Yappy.
Hi, Yappy.
JP,
Eh,
is it Yappy
Huh?
or JP?
it's Yappy.
Yeah, Yappy.
And somebody just left, went to bed. I missed it.
Herbie's over in the chat.
Yep. That would be.
Yeah, Dave Weber.
Yep. Dave Weber was just talking to Billy. Never mind. Oh, Squiddo's working on a project for his wife. That'd be Russ Meadows.
Neato.
And that's it.
So Charles, what kind of printer do you have?
What kind of what?
Printer do you have? You got an inkjet, right?
No, it's a laser. It
Okay.
cost me $300 some odd on Amazon, but it's a brother or something or other.
So
That rhymes.
I'm pretty sure it's the same one I have. But if you have a laser printer, why don't you just print it in reverse and then tattoo it to your wood?
Because I do things the hard way.
Well, I'm just asking.
I don't know. Because most of the time when I'm tracing it, I'm listening to something and it's therapeutic. I don't usually do it live on the air, but
Oh yeah, no, I understand that.
But yeah, that's it. That's really it. I mean, there are easier ways to do what I'm doing, but I never choose the easy way because I'm married, and that's when I started doing things the hard way. Had to throw a little humor in there. Sorry. And I'm using a straight edge anywhere I can to better the odds of it looking nice. But,
Josh says, so we're not therapeutic?
Well, you inspire therapy.
I think we cause them more anxiety than
therapy. You inspire therapy.
We inspire therapy.
We inspire the need for therapy.
I feel the need for
therapy.
Yeah.
That cut may be too small for me to do with any blades I have. Little bitty triangle in there. But I guess I could try to find a teeny tiny blade for that one little cut right there. I'd have to find smaller than a 1/16 inch bit to drill the pilot hole for that.
Use a 60.
No. I don't even know if I do have some micro drill bits somewhere. I just don't know right where. Because I rarely use them, so I don't keep track of them because that would be way too organized.
Yeah, I was going to say the only time I use 1/16 is when I'm using a 5 or a 7.
I use 1/16 for everything. It's my go-to bit. It bothers me that Billy ain't feeling good. Dang it. People should feel good on Christmas, even if you don't celebrate it, by God. By all means, Tanner, stay quiet.
Don't get third!
You just scared the hell out of me.
That was my intent.
It worked.
Larry says I have an inkjet printer and I print on 11 by 17 paper.
I had an inkjet printer for a long time, but it goes through ink because those inkjet printers are cheap because they make all their money from the freaking ink.
I don't know what the program is my wife's got, but she gets it to where it's almost unlimited. Like we get so many sheets a month worth. I forget what it is, and you can adjust it if you need 100 sheets a month or 300, and then whatever you don't use out of that allotted amount, it rolls over to the next month.
She must have friends in other places.
No, it's like HP or something like that. But I think ours may be laser, so that might be why.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
Whatever ours is not what John uses for the Anyways, Yappy says, Charles, I love that comment. You married and do things the hard way. Totally agree.
Appreciate you being here, Yappy. If you're not subscribed, I hope you'll consider it.
And I scared Russ too. Squiddo, you be as scared of your own shadow. Just saying.
And I would have said JP makes, but maybe it's not Jep. Maybe it is Jeppy. I don't know.
Well, that's what I've been instructed on other shows that's how
Oh,
they pronounce
okay.
it.
Well, yeah,
That's why I went ahead and said it earlier.
yeah. If it's on other shows, then that's probably accurate.
Because I want to say it's from like South Africa or something like that. I might be totally wrong. So, Yappy, if I'm wrong, let me know.
Sue May.
No, I'm pretty sure
Sue
you're right.
May is in South Africa. If anybody cares,
Pretoria, South Africa.
she's probably the richest pattern maker as far as catalogs go. She has patterns all over every catalog.
Yeah.
Dang it.
I'm pretty sure you're right on both accounts. It's Yappy and he's from South Africa.
Yeah. Yeah, because on Jay's, he pops in there quite a bit. And that's what Jay told me to say.
I am terrible at catching people's live streams because I'm so busy doing my own thing.
Yep, he says, I've been subscribed a long time, Charles.
Well,
Also been in a lot of your shows, just not always in the chats. And
Well,
yes, it's Durban, South Africa. Durban.
appreciate you being here, sir, and having been subscribed for so long. Thank you.
And like I said, I only caught a little bit of where he was from off Jay's show.
Oh my, that's scary.
What'd you do? Look in the mirror?
No.
Welcome to third grade humor. What's scary?
Hey, I spent a month in second grade, so thanks for putting me in the next grade.
You're welcome. But you still haven't graduated from it, just saying.
I know.
Baby steps.
So what is it that you're scared of?
A picture.
Oh my, yeah.
Did Eva send you a selfie? I'm so subtle, ain't I? Merry
No.
Christmas, Johnny. I'm on the couch for you.
Mr. Clarity.
Bomb. What do you mean, Mr. Clarity?
I took a picture of a screenshot of his video he just did an hour ago.
Why?
Just so you can see it, how scary it is. I'm sure that would scare the kids away if they saw him coming tonight.
It scared Herbie. It gave him nightmares.
Is it in the group chat or something? Well, I mean, how do I see
Yeah.
it?
Yes, it's in the group chat.
I gotta go see this. Oh, I don't even have Facebook open. What's up? That's why it's been so quiet.
Yeah, you don't know if you're up for review either.
Did you ever see the
Yes.
the Grumpy Santa pattern? It looks just like Russ. It really does.
Speaking of Russ, the other Russ says, Charles, buddy.
Charles's buddy.
Oh, former buddy. Just saying.
I'm just reading how it is.
I know. I'm not. You're awful defensive, feller, but I'm not getting on to you about it.
I know.
Wait, Herb says, "Oh, you can go in the group chat, but you won't let me in." Okay. I think Herb's trying to get in.
Well, I didn't know that. I didn't hear the sound effect. How long have you been waiting, Herb?
Larry says, I spent 2 years in second grade and 2 years in first grade.
I'm sorry, Herbie. How long you been sitting there?
Welcome back, Herbie.
You've been sitting there about how long? Hello. Herb.
Can you hear us?
You don't,
He
you don't
might-
have his earphones on.
He's probably messing with us.
I heard him speak for a second there.
25 minutes.
25
What-
minutes.
You should have messaged somebody. You should have
Yeah.
messaged anybody.
Or put it up in the chat.
Yeah, you should have put it in the chat. Say, hey, let me in.
Yeah, we give them a heads up.
Well, dang it.
Ever
Sorry.
since you started putting that pattern down,
Well, I'm sorry. I didn't know you was out there. If you know me, I wouldn't have left you hanging.
Well, that's what I said. I said, oh, hey, look, Herb's in the chat. What's going on with that?
Yeah.
Well, welcome back, Herbie.
hell, I don't know if I want to be here now.
All right. It was fun.
Hurt my feelings. We're passing your house tonight, just overscoring.
Forgive me if I'm not shocked.
I'm gonna leave you a fat looking Santa over at your house.
Drop a present on him. Stop in Sweden. Drop a present on him.
Go to your room. This is Christmas.
Hey, he's trying to give you a present.
Well,
One without a return label.
if it's that, you can keep it. Yeah, saying. If we're talking about the same thing, anyway.
Larry Batman done said that he's preoccupied with his honey project gift.
Most people that I know are burnt out on getting wooden pictures from me, so I don't really have anything to give anybody anymore. That whole money thing, just saying. But luckily, people know that about me, so they don't expect anything, so that's always good.
Larry says, "Merry Christmas, Herbie."
Yeah, we don't expect anything from you. And when we do get something from you, it's like, ugh, now we got to work for it.
He won't get that anymore. He said no.
So what you been up to, Herb?
Waiting to get in.
Indy Mike said, "Herb, did you get cold while waiting outside?"
Thinking Herb has a lag or something.
Is he still there?
I'll check here in a second. Herb, nobody can hear you. Oh, he didn't have his headphones on.
He's busy playing with Joey.
No, I was dealing with a bunch of idiots.
Well, you want it on the panel. I'm just kidding. I know it.
We resemble those remarks.
I wish it was, y'all. But it
They
wasn't.
didn't commute us.
So what did Indy Mike ask him?
Asked if Herb got cold while
waiting
waiting outside.
Oh,
Yeah. Hang on a minute.
baby, it's cold outside.
Indy Mike says, "I just want a bandsaw, Charles."
You won or want?
Want?
Wants. What's it like to want?
It's not real fun.
My dad used to say that to me all the time. What's it like to want? No, it's
Yeah,
good.
I would usually say the other thing. I'll just leave it alone.
I just want a family-friendly panel every night.
We're working on it.
You're asking for a lot, Charles.
Yeah. I should be more realistic. Just saying.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
We can hear you, Herb.
Oh.
Yappy wants to know, Herb, in what part of the states are you?
In Texas.
I'm in Texas too, and Billy's in Texas, and John's in Canada, and Jameson is Arkansas. Is anybody else? Did I miss anybody?
Yep.
Oh, Steve comes in New York. Sorry, Steve. You're dang quiet.
Steve, you got to speak up more often. You got to make yourself known.
Sorry.
Steve, Russ Meadows is in Texas as well. I got to start tracing all the curly crap. 'Cause somebody had to do a fancy design. Ooh.
Yeah, you just got to interject and just start saying stuff so that nobody can stop you and interject you, and you're saying your own thing. Am I right on that one, guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
See, that's exactly what I'm talking about right there.
But in his defense, he's about the only guy that I never have to lecture.
Be right back.
Okay.
Yes, but the thing is,
You just got here.
The boss just got home.
Oh.
Can't you hear the thrill in his voice?
Josh Cover says Steve is quiet because he keeps taking deep breaths.
I'm not sure I believe this. I don't know who said what, but I'm not sure I believe the sincerity in his wife and mother-in-law's voice about how I look tonight. Just saying. No offense.
They were voluntold to say that.
Are they here? I think.
Yeah. Yeah, they've rejoined us.
Are they mad that I just said that?
Well, at least I thought it was the boss.
I still love y'all though. We love you too, Charles.
Did you say something, Charles?
Hush.
Everybody loves Charles.
Lawrence says, Indy Mike, I got one from Grizzly and bought the extension kit. It does what I need.
I used to have a beautiful anniversary saw from Grizzly, but I sold it to get my last truck.
Larry says it's a G0555 14-inch bandsaw. Look out, Charles. You're going to get hot dogged.
I'm by myself here, folks.
Yeah, his wife's out of town.
That's what Josh said.
Even if she was in town, she'd be busy playing video games or working.
I was going to say, usually if she's in there, it's because you called her in there.
Yep.
Honey, I'm about out of Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
Too bad I'm playing this game. Leave me alone, Charles.
In her defense, she calls me honey, not Charles.
Whatever. I wasn't going to call you honey, so there, be it.
You call me sugar muffin or something.
Darling.
Andy Mike says, too expensive for my blood, Larry. With the extension, Larry says, kit can come up to 12 inches. Cut up to 12 inches.
Hello, darling. Nice to see you. And
It's been a long time.
who sings that, Jameson?
Conway Twitty.
Yeah, you should leave it that way.
I know it.
You walked right into that. Just saying.
I know I did. That's why I was laughing the whole time you asked it.
Conway would not have gotten a record deal if he had done it a long time.
No, then he'd be in the category with Jeff Foxworthy and those guys.
Yeah. Hello, darling.
But
I
he's
used
a
to be
good
a
singer.
karaoke. I used to sing karaoke every night of the week. I even won some contests, but dagnabbit, if anxiety didn't take over my life. Oh well. I know I'm so weird. Y'all wouldn't expect me to be good at anything, but by God, I have a couple things. We have 16 people watching, including a beautiful wife and mother-in-law, and possibly a daughter.
No, yeah, wife and mother-in-law, daughter's gone upstairs. Jazz Grover says Steve Combs' wife is gonna hot dog you. No, she still likes me, dude.
I th-
And, Larry says mine is Live 30th anniversary land. I
Okay.
bought the extension kit about a year later.
Now that song's stuck in my head. I keep forgetting I have a red beard, like an idiot, because most people don't have that problem.
That's all right. My wife brought out one of her turners for her cups, and it was so wadded up with epoxy and glitter and stuff. She asked me to clean out the groove that the rod goes on, and so I did. And then when I looked at my project that I'm selling to a buddy, that sucker was full of glitter. My God, good grief!
Glitter's like a math. Could be a what do they call it? Dag nagget. It's not gonna be funny because I can't think of the word now. Not that it was funny to begin with. Weapon of mass extinction or something.
Yeah,
Mass destruction.
mass destruction.
That stuff gets all over everything.
Oh, it does. If it ain't the glitter in the house and in my shop, it's the hair from all the girls and the dogs and the cats and everything.
Got them girls hanging all over you and stuff.
Yes, I do. Till I piss them off. I mean,
See,
make them mad. Make them mad.
I grew up hanging. I grew up begging God, let me be surrounded by women. I didn't know that was going to turn into three daughters and a wife and a cat. I really needed to be more specific with my fantasies.
Yappy says, being weird is what makes us unique.
Amen.
If which my wife could grasp that principle.
I wish I could. I mean, I'd rather be weird than be a butt nugget. Some people probably think I'm a butt nugget, but I'm not. I'm sweeter than all get out, ain't I, John? Wait, probably the last person I've to ask.
Rustic.
That was funny.
Larry says, I just have a hard time keeping the bearing set on his blade for his bandsaw.
That's heartbreaking.
Indy Mike says, Yappy, are you the one across the big pond, sir?
Well,
And he says, yes, Indy, South Africa. So, and he said, Yappy says, that's true, Charles.
Thank you. I don't know what he's talking about because I've babbled so many things, but thank you. I'm home alone, so I'll probably wake up covered in reindeer poop. Santa Claus couldn't give me nothing, but he took the time to have his reindeer say, howdy.
Howdy doody to you.
Literally. So I'm literally going to be alone on Christmas. So everybody feels sorry for me, okay? Because you can hear the pain in my voice, right? I'm sorry we got to go through this boring part before we do the cutting, but it's necessary. Guess I said necessary. Is the picture blurry to y'all? Not that y'all were paying attention.
It ain't terrible.
Got a little glare.
I think it's
That's it.
I have a blood blister. That's not gross at all, is it? Yeah.
Not until you pop it.
Yeah. That's gross.
Been there, done it 100 times.
Me too. But I have old man skin on the back of my hands. Half the injuries I get, I don't even feel them happening. John, go
I'm
to your
getting there.
Old man skin.
I only got about 20 years to go.
Just on the back of your hands, though.
Yep. Well, because I'm not an old man, just saying.
Because I use lots of lotion on the front side.
What the hell, Squiddo?
Hello, bad man.
It's funny, John.
I didn't hear what he said, but I'm pretty sure you shouldn't repeat it. Josh Grover, I appreciate you dropping by. You're going to get some sleep. Been up for 23 hours. Sweet dreams, Josh. Welcome aboard, Russ Meadow.
Night, Josh. Merry Christmas. Get
Must
some
be a
sleep.
lag. Now, see, there must be a lag because when Herb came in, he didn't say nothing for a while. You there, buddy? Rusty?
Yeah.
You're not muted, so why ain't you talking, baby?
Hold on a second.
Okay.
Just a minute.
Okay.
We'll wait here.
Just a minute. I gotta mute the other one.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Now I can talk. Yeah, I'm here, by God. I popped in so I could tell you that when you were saying something about being home alone for Christmas and the Ranger's going to come by and stop and say his hi diddly doos. I just I thought about it and I said, he going to probably say, how do you like my hi diddly doo doos?
All right. I'm glad that was
That
worth
was sounding funnier in my head, by God.
God, that story of my life, by God.
I hate when that happens, dude.
Yeah.
Not a fun thing.
JP said, poop isn't always a bad thing. I beg to differ. It can keep grass green. Maybe there is some sort of fertile benefit in it for you. Not
I'll
sure.
tell you what, I know more, better about that. That poop that I had fall on me from that bird one time wasn't a nice thing.
Welcome back, Herbie.
Glad to be back.
Well,
Herb.
Yeah, I can't stay long. I'm working on putting up a greenhouse for the wife. I
Aw.
think she was taking a break, and so I'm taking one too.
The greenhouse. It's Christmas time.
I know this is for her plants,
Be prepared.
so she can put them in the greenhouse, not have to bring them in the house when it's cold.
Now, Russ, why did you make me dye my beard red?
I
and-
most certainly did not.
I believe you did, sir. You showed up at my house with a butcher knife saying, get the red crap. Put it in your beard. Yeah.
No, I wouldn't have done that to you.
Aw.
Mac Pierce said he's heading to bed too. Merry Christmas, y'all.
You
Thank
too,
you.
Mr. Pierce.
Shay's,
Night, Matt.
Take
Shay's,
care.
ask,
Merry
Shay's
Christmas.
asking why you're alone.
Because nobody's here.
Merry Christmas.
I'm
said-
so lonely.
Because
Yeah,
nobody
it
loves
says-
me.
Yep,
Go
it
ahead.
says bird poop falling on you is apparently good luck.
I
don't know how you get that.
With you, Charles. You gotta wash that red out of your face.
All right.
Gotta wash that red right out of your face. Hey, that was good.
It was good. I mean, I was speechless.
Took the words right out of his mouth, too.
That day. That's what speechless means if we're being honest.
You gotta forgive him. He's from Arkansas. He wasn't one of those that could get to Texas. He petered out when he got to Arkansas.
I did my jail sentence in Arkansas. I was there for 2 years.
I thought you were still in
In
Arkansas.
Arkansas or Texas?
No, in Texas.
See
They
there, I
can't-
told you he can't get his words right.
Arkansas fellers can't even talk right.
Yeah.
I can put her out.
Texas is a blessing, not a curse. Just saying. Remind me that when it's 103 heat index. But
That depends on who's there.
I'm here. Russ is here. Herb's here.
Well,
I'm
if I'd
in.
known y'all then, it wouldn't have been so bad. But
I guarantee right now.
I'll leave that as it is.
I'm just
We'll
saying.
move on.
I'm highly confident right now that Steve Combs' wife and mother-in-law are whispering to him, "Honey, we need to move to Texas so we can be closer to Charlie."
Yeah, that's exactly what they're saying.
Yeah.
You want to be near that thing?
Y'all can at least pretend you like me. Good Lord.
I do. I filled your pocketbook last night, by God.
Much obliged.
I gave you some steak money.
Yeah, buddy.
All right,
instead of
boys.
hamburger.
I'm gonna go inside and spend some time with Carrie.
Okay.
Why?
He's one of them guys that still loves his wife.
Oh yeah. There is that.
Because I might get a present in the morning.
Good night, John. Merry Christmas, John.
Merry
You too,
Merry
guys.
Christmas, John.
Merry Christmas, brother.
I'm pretty sure.
Take care, John.
I'm pretty
Merry
sure.
Christmas.
Thanks, Herb. I'm pretty sure I'll see you guys on in the morning or tomorrow sometime. Anyway.
All right. Be good. If not,
All
well,
right, mate.
bless you,
Oh,
mate.
that's right. Sorry, he's from Canada.
All right. Talk to you guys later. Bye.
Yeah, Canuck.
See, Russ hadn't been here so long. We got to retrain them who's who and where they're from.
I know where they're from. I don't know why I said it that way.
Because you're weird like I am, but
Yeah, probably.
it's a badge of honor.
Chuck, I'll be right back.
Wear it
brother.
proudly.
We're gonna get you one of them hug yourself jackets. What was that, Steve?
Chuck, I'll be right back, brother. Dog's got to go check on the chickens.
All right, are y'all packing up and moving to Texas?
Not just yet.
Oh
well.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll miss you. Let's take a drink.
I just did.
I hope whoever's coughing doesn't choke. Excuse me. Whew.
Yeah, I got my feelings hurt when you said you threw that naked woman up against the wall. I said, "My God, I'll take her." Wrong one.
Well, if you'd have told me you'd have bought it, I wouldn't have thrown it against the wall.
I didn't say I was going to buy it. I just said I'll take it if you're throwing it away.
And if there's anybody watching, I didn't throw an actual nude woman up against the wall. I'm not that stupid. It was a little simple project, simpler than this.
What happened to us? I missed that part. What happened to it?
I chunked it up against the wall.
And that broke it up?
Yeah,
Did it broke?
Oh, it broke into about 7 pieces.
Holy monkey.
I was talking about the simple nude, not the nude in the waterfall. That's still being
Right.
worked on. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I just figured for Christmas Eve and Christmas we have a wider audience and not everybody wants to see that kind of stuff. God knows the panel does.
Well, the panel loves seeing it, tell you the truth.
I kind of noticed that. I hate that.
I told you not to start with her eye guy. When you finish them eyes, I said, man, I'm in love with that picture.
You
You did the same thing to me when you did the Harley Quinn, man. After you finished the eyes on the Harley Quinn, I said, God dang it, I want that pattern.
Harley Quinn was the first long live stream I did. I believe
Mm-hmm.
I did 2 long live streams with her. I believe that was just under 8 hours, 7 hours, 45 minutes or something like that.
Don't remember.
Because I'm a
But I
glutton.
know yeah.
I don't know how long they got to watch for Steve Combs' wife and mother-in-law to profess their love for me, but it's taken a while.
I mean, don't let him push you into coming to Texas, Steve. You still ain't got Mimi Lord here, and she's closer than you are.
Yeah. I'm not opposed to it. I'm pretty sure Texas is close enough to Arizona to be close enough. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's still a long ways to go to get there, though, brother.
Yeah.
That's what part of Texas you end up in.
Start packing. It's just money.
Yeah, you can always make more. That's a tune from my old buddy Dave Gattner.
Even people in Texas need mechanics. Go ahead, Herb.
I said I'm gonna move closer down there towards Russ.
Yeah, you're gonna get out there up in the East Texas, up in the lakes area. That's not too far from me. We were looking at doing that ourselves. I don't know if we ever will, but we were looking and thinking.
And I just figured out why they probably haven't professed their love for me. It was the red beard that screwed it all up.
Yeah, well, that killed it right there.
Yep.
And
That
well,
red will mess up the soup sandwich.
I just think it was the blue the other day that put me on the fence. And then when you come up with the red with the balls in it, no pun intended.
That
Too bad
sounded
John
worse.
ain't here for that one.
Yeah, it sounded worse than it was supposed to, but
That just threw me over the edge, man. I just can't do it.
it happens. Well, I got to do something because if I'm not dogging myself. It's just a fact. I'm not the prettiest guy in the world. So,
Are you looking for somebody to agree with you?
well,
Okay, I'll be that man.
I'm pretty sure most of society agrees with me. I like him, but he's about 4 shades of ill.
Larry Eldridge is leaving. He's saying, "Good night, everybody. Be safe. Merry Christmas."
Night,
And,
Larry.
Larry.
Good night, Larry.
Good night, Larry.
Right.
Merry
Christmas.
Christmas.
Alrighty then.
And it got quiet.
And it did, didn't it?
Yep. See, if I'd have
I
just said
think
here,
I'm going to turn into.
Dang, blab it.
Dropping
Well-
like flies. I come and run them all off.
Yeah,
Man, I'm sorry.
I'm
Chuck.
tired of being cold, so I'm going in to where it's hopefully warmer.
Good night, Jamie. Merry Christmas, brother.
Appreciate you being
Good
here.
night, y'all. Merry Christmas to y'all.
Take
Good
care,
night,
Jimmy.
Jamie.
Oh,
right. Ho, ho, ho. Off we go.
alrighty then.
Everybody's leaving.
It ain't going to get down to 20.
I'm not leaving Sugar Muffin. I'm not here. I'm so sorry. They're going to come to Texas just to whoop my behind. Just saying.
Sugar muffin, and you got sugar britches. And
Sugar bun.
what else?
I'm hoping I got a sugar bun somewhere, but I haven't met her. Sugar Mama wouldn't bother me none.
I hear
Sugar
that.
buns, ain't that what you called Ruby?
Oh,
Ruby done broke my heart already. Why do I subject myself to this crap? Because I'm hoping one day somebody somewhere will play along publicly. But no, restraining order. Ooh. That's a joke, folks. I don't have anybody with a restraining order. Just saying that I know of.
Yappy says he talks to himself whenever he's in the mood for intelligent company.
Well, you had one that played around with you till you run her off.
Oh, yeah.
Who?
Let's call her in. I told her I was going to give her the link.
Oh,
Yeah.
are you talking about the weed eater shaver?
Yeah.
Well,
Don't did it. Oh, Charles.
that's
My
Chris.
my wife picked up on that before you did, Jack.
It's Christmas. Let's come on now.
Oh, Charles, how are you? Dum diddy, dum diddy.
So Amy Mike just asked Yappy. He says, "What time is it in South Africa?" And I'm pretty sure it's already Christmas morning there, isn't it?
Should be.
Aussie man emailed me saying Merry Christmas. It was already Christmas where he was.
Yeah. What did I get, dude?
I know it's 16 hours from here to Bill's.
Yeah, Australia.
Hadn't seen him in a while. Where's he been?
He said he hadn't been getting notifications. Hell, I can barely remember to send Steve Combs the link, much less letting what's his face, Billy know. But I'm trying to win over Steve Combs' wife and mother-in-law, so I have to make sure he's here.
All righty then.
I'm surprised they haven't just like yelled at me on the air, like, dude, give it up. It's not happening.
He said it's 6:24 in the morning, Christmas morning.
Googly moogly.
8 hours from here.
Yeah. Does he know what I got yet? Yappy?
Huh.
I'm getting the same thing I got last year.
Me too. Absolutely nothing.
Yeah, Chris, he's still on the rails. And there's nobody here to run him off now.
Well, they're trying every now and then. I'm running myself off the rails trying to get these women to vomit live on the air.
Oh,
That not trying. I think just, but never mind. I'm just going to shut up now. I'm just
Charles?
accepting the fact that the odds are pretty good.
Charles,
Yeah.
go to your room.
No. I got to be
Dang it.
here for people.
That's a dedicated man right there.
Yes,
People
sir.
are asking you to go to your room.
Ain't gonna happen. I've been told to go other places. Just saying.
What's wrong with that,
I am-
boys? Who's
I am
that?
wondering what's kept Steve Combs' wife and mother-in-law from yelling at me, but I guess they have a sense of humor.
Yeah, pretty good. They put up
Yeah.
Yell at you.
They know he's special needs.
Yeah, but the concerning part is that they haven't returned the love that I'm throwing out to them.
What do you want to do? How do you prove it?
My mother-in-law's kind of hung up on Herbie, so
Oh,
Way to pop my balloon.
how you doing there?
I ain't getting in the way of that. My God, he found love right here on Scroll on the Track. Well, I'm glad I could help, ma'am. Don't worry about my heart. Don't worry about my heart. Y'all just do your thing, all right?
Oh, shoot, Herb, that was good.
Stephen Knight's in the chat. He says, "Merry Christmas, guys, from the UK."
You too, sir.
Merry Christmas, Stephen.
Thanks, Stephen. Merry
Gotta get
Christmas
some
to you too.
t-shirt. We met on a Charles during live stream. It's the only good thing that came out of it.
I knew I shaved for another reason today.
Oh,
She might be saying the same thing.
oh my God.
That was a leg reference. I don't know what the hell you're going, Russ. Come on now. There's a country song that I shave my legs for this.
Oh, yeah, I heard that song before.
Minnie McCready, I believe.
I thought it was the other one.
Or Dina Carter, whatever the hell her name is.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you who sang it. You know, that's too new of country for me.
Yeah, you don't like that there country.
No,
Speaking
I
of
really don't.
country, did you ever listen to that song, You Ain't Just Whistling Dixie, by the...
Not yet.
I didn't think you did.
Not yet. I didn't even look up the dadgum
Yeah, you
things.
said you would remember it, and you didn't.
Mm-mm.
You lied.
Give him a break. He's got CRS.
Can't remember
Come on.
thank
Oh.
We're almost done tracing, don't you worry. Then the fun part comes. Not that fun part.
You rip it all off and find you forgot some lines?
I'm really hoping that part doesn't happen.
Yeah.
I think we need, never mind.
Therapy.
No,
Drugs. No, we don't do drugs here, kids.
when I went to the therapist, when I left, that poor soul had to have therapy.
Yep. I called the suicide hotline. They jumped out the window.
They told me to go to straight to
Booby
south.
doobie. Straight to
Well, Mr. Hooper, we've been thinking about this. You're doing the right thing.
oh.
Like I said, if you can't make fun of yourself, you can't make fun of nobody else.
I make plenty of fun of myself.
Yes, you do.
I get lectures for it, but y'all help me. I know
Yeah,
that sounds like I was pouring my heart out, but y'all actually helped me make fun of myself. Just saying.
Well, we all got to have somewhere to hang out and rib each other.
Yep.
I like it.
It's like we don't get enough of it at home.
I don't like that part.
That's the story of my life.
Hot dog, hot dog, hot dog.
Oh, come on, man. Made me look.
And I can't even see you.
Yeah.
Okay, 2 more swirly areas and we'll be done. Referring to the design, I don't know what y'all are thinking.
Swirly, swirly, swirly. Oh, Lordy.
Diddly do.
I'm hungry.
Not me. I just had something to snack on. I feel pretty good. I'm full.
You're
Too
hungry.
full, actually.
You're hungry. I'm ugly. At least you can find something to eat. I'm stuck with this. And he needs to stop dogging himself. He is ugly, but still.
You know, that's something that 20 Team Borax wouldn't clean off.
Well, I'm glad
man.
you had such a heartwarming message for me on Christmas Eve.
Well, look there. Steve Combs gave you a little present there. Merry Christmas, he says.
Oh, Lord.
Merry Christmas.
Did he cuss or something?
No, he
Merry
gave you a little
Christmas,
super
Chuck.
chat, man.
Diddly do.
Merry Christmas, brother.
I don't know what to say, baby.
My God. Between him and me, you're gonna be eating high cotton.
Oh, diddly.
You can put up the cardboard.
Thank you. It's hard for me to stay mature too long. Thank you, Steve. I appreciate that.
Yeah, my pleasure, brother.
Boy, that does sound good right about now.
His wife and mother-in-law say, "Throw him another 20, so shut up." That wasn't reference to needing more money. That was somebody trying to bribe me to shut up. But it's pretty hard to get me to shut up. I make them out to sound very mean, but I rarely ever actually hear from them. Just saying. They're probably very. All right, we're almost done. Don't you worry. Well, not done, but this part. Diddly do.
3 hours and 11 minutes or 12 minutes.
That's just a short little old stream around here. Just saying.
Yep.
And I feel like that joke I made about another 20 was not, that didn't come out right. I wasn't asking for more money. I was just trying to be funny.
No, that's the way it came off. It was good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Someday, Steve Combs is going to message me. Look, dude, it's not funny anymore. Leave my wife and mother alone. Okay, I think I'm done tracing, but let's verify. Oh, missed one spot.
I told you.
Told you.
I'm sorry.
Don't you steal my Wi-Fi no more.
No more, I'm sorry. Hey, boss, you missed the line, boss.
You could both.
Hey, boss. Boss, why does that bird poop in your mouth, boss?
Oh,
Mark says we don't smoke marijuana in Muskogee.
he's doing Merle Haggard.
And Whiteland is the biggest thrill of all.
Bloody hell.
By God, he got it out, didn't he?
Yeah, I was beginning to wonder. I think he was like 3 strokes with. Anyway, we're I did forget a little line, but that's all right. I'm a professional. We'll figure it out. And I think that's gonna look pretty full on that wood. I'm glad I thought of that. Thank you. You're welcome.
I'm trying to practice my Foster Brook.
There you go. Foster Brooks was the best.
I heard when he first came out, they almost took him off the stage. They thought he was really drunk.
Yeah.
There's some really punky wood in those little wormholes.
Yeah.
So rustic. Like ruffles, has ridges.
Rustic for her pleasure. Oh, family friendly. We're sorry. I am so sorry. Alrighty then. So I'm gonna drill pilot holes and we'll get to scrolling here because I know everybody's really excited about that.
I'll be right back.
I wonder how. I wonder how Box Elder scrolls. I haven't ever tried to scroll it before. I guess we'll all find out together.
Yep, because I'm kind of curiosity.
Hey, you missed a couple of lines in that swirly on the sea for Christmas.
Well, Stanky, that's wormholes. We're calling worm ditches.
Yeah, well, that's what I was going to say. Worm ditches, huh?
Ditches, them look like canyons. I'm here.
This would be a good time to know where the cord is for my scrollers drill because on thick wood, you got to make sure that hole is straight up and down because it could dig into the side of it or something.
Yeah.
Which is why having a scroller's drill is good.
Yeah.
Somebody send him a private message. Don't open it till tomorrow. Find your cord, Sparky.
Andy Mike says Herb is still our auctioneer.
So,
No, that was a stroke. I don't think that was an auctioneer.
It's all right. You can't understand either one of them.
I can't even think that fast, much less talk.
No, shit. I'd never know what they're saying.
well, you only can't gotta think. You gotta have your eyes moving back and forth constantly.
Yeah.
Like,
Code. What the heck did he just say?
what did he just buy?
What did I just buy?
And people trying to catch up to what he's saying. It's like, what? What?
I gave how much for that?
I wanted that price you said 3 minutes ago. I just about figured out what you said.
Mike says, I'm laughing my butt off.
Oh, you got him good, tongue tie.
Oh, somebody sparked my water.
There's nothing wrong with you, Herb.
Yeah, I think I just fell off the floor. Ooh, Midnight Scroller give you a super chat. Merry Christmas.
You go, Shirley. Got you another one.
Yeah.
I love you. Thank you for being here, Shaylee. I forgot you were here. That didn't sound right. I mean, I didn't. Thank you for being here. I didn't mean that as a. I have.
Nobody took it that way.
Hello, Shay, and Merry Christmas to you and your family.
Same,
yeah. What he
same
said.
to you there.
That's
What he said.
I thought of it. He's just our mouthpiece.
I couldn't say it any better than that.
I could, just not. Never mind.
Herb sounds more like one of those characters in Looney Tunes. He must not have been listening to Charles.
I don't have weird voices. Kiss my hand.
What?
You're lucky this is family friendly, buddy.
You better believe it.
This can be pretty when we're done. I hope.
And whoever don't, he's going, pop a cap.
Yeah.
Steve, she's got a question for you.
Yeah, so that's actually a really good question. Honestly, on my phone, it won't let me, but if I'm on my laptop, I can. I can put in whatever number I like. On the phone, if I'm trying to keep a chat from my phone, it does exactly that.
Okay, I have a feeling I missed the pilot hole, but can't be too organized here. We'll.
Hey, let me go full screen. I'll find it.
Well, I'm not done looking
able
yet. No, I missed one so far, but we weren't done yet. With the drill bit, the wood is smoking when I drill it. So
that's not good.
Well,
Not
no,
good.
it's friction on thick wood. I'm used to using little teeny tiny plywood. I believe that's all.
Sharp drill bit.
Well, we can go and do it for the perimeter too, like we did on the other.
Okay, bolts.
Okay. Okay.
Hey.
What?
I couldn't see where you drilled that hole at, man. Okay.
All
right. All right, that's all right.
That's some pretty wood. Just saying, that's one of my favorite wood.
It
No.
is pretty. Let's see what it look like when it's done. You gonna use another 5 on that?
You wanted it to be done? Is you crazy?
Okay, you missed the spot. You missed the spot.
Oh, you did. You sure did.
I don't believe it did. Where?
Look down there at the bottom at Christmas.
Like that curlicue.
C and the H.
Between the what and who?
The C and the H by the curlicue.
Uh-huh.
Here?
Yeah.
That's a pilot hole right there, Sparky.
It looks like didn't look like the
Dang
whole
it.
thing.
Dang it.
It looks like a wormhole, I know.
Just keeping you honest.
I'm always honest.
Okay, boss.
That's why you don't get me over here saying, God, I'm sexy.
God, I'm gonna throw up.
God, family
And
friendly.
I'm full, man. Don't make me do it.
I do have feelings. Y'all kiss right on the hind end there. Let's go ahead and
What in the world was that?
that was Herb kissing on a hind end, I reckon. Not mine, though. I'd jump. I would have gone, ooh, diddly.
Oh, Lordy.
Mercy.
Oh, shit, man.
Hey,
That
Charles.
tickles.
You,
What?
Oh, Lordy.
you want to see my cars?
Not particularly, sir. You want to see my foot in your ass? Sorry. So much for family friendly.
You want to see my Guinness?
Sure.
I mean,
Every time I look down, I see this stupid red beard and thinking, who the hell's idea was this? My God.
I'm sorry. I cannot tell a lie. Herb did it. Herb did it.
Diddly.
so we actually know who the producer of this bunch is, don't we?
Yes, sir. that in code, that means who to blame.
Sorry, Shaylee, where are you at? Because that's the kind of snowfall that we're accustomed to around here.
Nebraska.
She's
Omaha.
in Nebraska. Omaha.
Yeah.
Omaha. Nebraska.
Holy moly.
Yeah.
Ouch. Ugh. Sorry.
I think I do want to get up and get something.
I do think I better go find out what my wife is wanting me to do next.
Well, since it's Christmas, you can sit in front of your computer till
I
12
don't
o'clock,
believe.
and then you got to get up.
I don't believe, but
you got to
I
tell
hope
the
you're
boys
right.
5.
I'll be back.
Shaylee says driving was so crazy. Y'all haven't been reading them comments, just saying.
We've been reading.
We've been reading them.
Steve's been reading them.
Been reading them myself. You guys been talking, so.
Yeah, well, this is not, it doesn't concern the show or nothing.
Yeah,
It's just chit chat.
That's true.
Yeah.
I apologize. I stand corrected.
All right,
Says
slap.
what kind of snow we get up here.
Slap. I haven't seen snow. She said she couldn't see the car next to her. I haven't seen snow that hard since Germany.
Yeah.
I saw it in Chicago when I was in the Navy.
Yeah.
Never want to see it again either.
I'm east of Syracuse, right, which is just east of Lake Erie. So we get what they call lake effect snow.
Yeah.
So a front comes through and we get hammered.
So why you don't talk like this? Or New York, put it in the draw over there.
Because no, it's like if you look at a map, Syracuse is way upstate.
Everything is upstate from New York.
Yeah, we're actually considered central New York, and the people in the city, anything like 20 minutes out of the city, they call upstate. So they don't even know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you talk all normal and stuff. The only thing you say that sounds New York is not for nothing. But you don't say it like a typical New York. Not for nothing, but you're pretty stupid. Not you. That was you talking to me, just saying. That wouldn't be that.
Yeah.
You want to ride in my car?
Looking for my car keys over here now.
All right, we're going to untwist a couple blades and we'll get rolling right on this stuff. Just saying.
Looked like Shaylee had a good Christmas.
Oh, yes, she did.
Yeah, good deal.
Be right back, fellas.
What are y'all basing that on? Did she say something?
Yeah, she said my boss let us out early and gave me a $1,500 Christmas bonus.
Holy monkey pud.
So all was good. I was determined to get home.
Shaylee, just know that I love you.
But you're not getting her Bud Light.
I'm kidding. Very happy for you, Shaylee.
Yeah.
Me and Shaylee gonna go into business if she can ever figure out what I can do or what, you know what I mean. Hopefully she hadn't regretted that yet. And it's all above board. It's related to scrolling. Don't y'all go there. Just saying. Diddly schmiddly biddly boo. We're about ready to scroll. How about you? Sorry. Somebody need to grease their chair.
Yeah.
Unless that was your wife, I'm not gonna tell her what to do because I want to live with them.
No, it's my mother-in-law. So it's pretty funny. She's all squeaky and shit.
Here's my squeaks.
I was about to say the second I mentioned that, I think she did it on purpose just to give me crap. What you mean this sound? Thank y'all for tolerating me, ma'ams, because I know I'm not easy to put up with.
Love it.
Aw.
All right, we are ready to scroll. I know that isn't what y'all are here for, but got to keep every now and then we got to keep somebody happy somewhere. All right, if I can get all this stuff out of my way here. Oh! Oh! I'm at that age. Every time I move, it makes a funny sound. Just saying. Why did it get really quiet on the panel suddenly?
I couldn't tell you, Chuck.
Okay, we got 15 people watching. I'm sorry that this is all you could find to do, but I'm happy. I really need to stop dogging myself. I am funnier than heck, very sexy, and I'm so glad that y'all are here.
Not bad.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
This is all there is to do on Earth tonight. You're welcome. Santa Claus put me on the air to remind y'all there's people got it worse than you do. I'm kidding. I'm alive. I'm breathing. I'm so sexy it hurts, and that's the only pain I'm dealing with right now. Oh, snap diddly. I'm glad I didn't cuss because we got women, children, and sissy men listening. Oh! All right, somebody stole my Dr. Pepper. I'm finna pop a cap. All right, we're gonna take a drink of Dr. Pepper and we're gonna get scrolling. All right, then we're all gonna find out together.
Yappy says, "Do you sing country songs too, Charlie?"
I do every now and then. I don't know how well I do anymore, but I can sing up on a stage better than I can in a little group like this because I get too shy in a little group like this. I don't know why. Go figure. Tiptoe through the tulips. Oh, that's not country, is it? Oh, sorry. I am so sorry. I just ran off pretty much everybody right there. Whew. All this entertainment is wearing me out. I need to sit back down. Whew. We're going to get back on this here. By God. Oh! Should I cut out the perimeter first? That means perimeter for you idiots. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, diddly. If I was smart, which I haven't been accused of, stop dogging yourself, Charles. Since I'm so brilliant, I am, forgot what I was going to say. I was going to hog out the holes on the back, but we don't need to because we do things the hard way around here. But if this wood does not cut well, then we'll break a lot of blades, and that's always fun.
Yeah, baby.
You said you wouldn't call me that publicly, Sugar Muffin.
Well, I'm sorry.
That's all right, but the world needs to know. Did your wife just look at you funny?
A little bit.
Oh, hell no.
To be fair, she looks at me kind of funny all the time.
Yeah, I know that feeler.
Yeah.
All right, I think what we're going to do is so that we have something to do tomorrow is I'll probably cut the perimeter tonight and do the interior cut. Well, no, because dag blabbit, I don't know what I'm going to do. Make me wondering if I should spend all that time doing the perimeter tonight. What would y'all do if it was you doing a show that nobody watched? I'm kidding about that last part. Because, we still got the Mawo. Because I don't want all these people that stuck around watching me tracing.
Well, he's going to leave after that, really? I waited for that crap?
Well, I told you before, I come for the witty banter.
Aw.
And then I found myself being one of the ones that's got to be witty. So it makes it a little more difficult, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Should I ask the lady folk behind you or beside you?
My mother-in-law wants to know what you're asking.
Oh, so she wasn't listening. I was saying, should I wait till tomorrow since it's Christmas to do
You're alone for the holiday?
Yeah.
What time is it there?
They're an hour behind us.
Where am I?
Yeah. So it's 10:50 there.
10:50 p.m.
Well, you probably should stay tonight because your followers will probably feel awful upset if they have to go to bed.
Oh,
Most of my followers probably want me to go to bed. I'm just kidding. Thank you for your feedback, ma'am. All right. Now she's put me to work. What are their names, by the way, so I can stop calling them mom or mother-in-law and wife?
Well, Nick's already told you that my wife's
Yeah.
that my wife's name is Tina, and she looks a little upset that you done forgot.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Spit it out.
I've been begging all night for y'all to profess your love for me. You know, upset because I forgot your name. Let's balance this out a little bit here. So we got Tina and Sugar Muffin.
Sugar Muffin works because she perks up every time you say it. So.
Wait, does he like cougars?
How do I say hell yes without saying
Apparently, Rudy does.
You go there, boy.
I don't know how to respond. That was one of the few times I was a little bit speechless.
Indy Mike says scroll on.
Oh,
I still haven't told him my name.
no, her name's Marianne.
Cougar sounds better. But I'm kidding. We love you, Marianne and Tina. I won't forget it anymore until the next time.
Okay.
Well, what's my name?
Charles.
Stud Puppy Daddy. Come on. I need to shut up and get back to scrolling.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you do.
All right. Let me take a thumbs up.
We have fun.
Shaylee says, I like her. I kind of like her too, Shaylee.
Me too. Very tickled that you dropped by, Shaylee. I am. If you want to be on the panel, you're welcome, but I know that's asking a lot.
Oh, Lordy.
All right, let me stretch a teeny tiny bit. We'll get going. It's just y'all put me to work, and I'm here for the people. We still got 16 people watching. I appreciate you. On a serious note, if you're out there and you're alone, please know that you're not the only one. I'm not minimizing what you're going through, but there are people going through the worst things. There's soldiers overseas that don't get to be home. There's COVID sick people like Billy, and just people that's not able to be home.
Yeah.
And there's people sleeping under bridges and park benches and stuff. So there are always somebody that has it worse than we do. I mean, I joke about myself all the time and dog myself, which isn't ever good. But there are people that have it worse. I mean, it gets a little depressing when you can't give or whatever to people. But there are worse problems to have. Just know that what counts is at least y'all are together, by God.
Yeah,
At least we're
that's
together.
right.
Just saying. I'm sorry I was so mature for so long, but I got to slip it in every now and then so people realize it is humanly possible.
Yeah.
You want to hand Tina and Mariana a tissue because I think I might have melted their hearts a little bit. Just saying.
Yeah, they're all impressed now.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah.
See, Hoyb, that's how you do it over here.
Okay.
So Yappy says this time difference makes me think of the movie series Back to the Future because for me, you guys are still in yesterday. That's why I was asking what I got because it's already Christmas morning, dude.
Yeah, is it worth getting out of bed? I mean, because just
I know,
saying.
right? What did I get?
We gotta go back to the future, Marty.
And what are the lotto numbers? More importantly.
Did y'all not like my Doc impression? Just saying. Marty, get in the car.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Thank you. It's not my best work. Herb, go back to your room.
Russ had to leave.
I don't know, but let me minimize the screen. Then we'll get scrolling. Don't y'all worry. We got 17 people watching. Can't talk. Russ is there, but his camera and microphone are off, and that better be your finger there. I'm thinking it was. All right. Oh, Herb, that's troubling.
Yep.
Okay. Sorry for teasing the folks out there, but I'm gonna diddly do schmidly boo. See if I'm in over review, and then we'll get back on it. But I think, well, see, I'm thinking I should start with the interior cuts because if I do the exterior cut, there's not really many other cuts to save for tomorrow. So I'm thinking I should do some of the interior cuts tonight. Just saying.
Well, shut up and do it.
Okay, okay.
Like Mike says, scroll on.
I'll get there eventually. By God, I'm human. I gotta stretch every now and then. My God. Appreciate everybody taking time to be here. By the way, 15 people that could be doing something else, and they're here. I say that, but there's ones on the panel too, even with their precious wife and mother-in-law. That would be Tina and Mary Ann. Yes, I remember. I keep saying it.
Not bad.
You know, I'm always here for you, brother.
But I am going to alternate between Mary Ann Cougar and Hot Mama. Just saying.
That boy's not right.
Yeah, I'm going to go to interior cuts because we don't want to spoil everybody too much.
Start with the eyes.
There's only one eye.
Well, you still got to start with that one.
Nope. Got to start with this where this knot is. So I don't know why. I'm just going to do that. This show would be more boring if I was all sincere. I mean, I can be sincere, but this show would be boring if I was mature the whole time. Just saying.
I have to concur on that.
And somebody out there is going to say, I just want you to be mature to prove you can be. I did that a second ago. Just saying. You missed it. That's on you.
It's okay. I got a blue wrench. I'll block that person.
Oh, man.
Be scared, y'all.
He's a mechanic and he ain't afraid to use his wrenches.
Yeah,
that's great.
Now, I just finished my stogie. We'll take a drink and we'll get going. I swear, I'm not teasing y'all or nothing. I hope this cut's good.
Mm-hmm. We'll get them early. We'll get that.
And I just realized even if after I guilt tripped them about the professing their love, they still didn't do it. I need to just get the hint, but I'm not good at doing that. So let's start scrolling.
What is
All right, here's hoping. The wood's a little wobbly, so I got to try to hold it still. Well, that doesn't cut very good at all. Wow. I'm used to little skinny plywood, so this is going to take a bit.
Yeah, we're going to be doing a lot of drinking with this one, I expect.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even drink, and I might be doing a lot of drinking on this one. Wow.
Oh.
Last time I said wow this many times was straight blade.
Yeah, but you said, Charles, I'm like you. I have my own time to do things.
let's keep doing it.
That's some good tea there, man.
Every time I go off the line, I'm going to have to compensate when I get to the exterior of that same cut. It's definitely a switch when I'm used to that little skinny plywood or thin plywood and got this thick wood, man. Holy heck.
What is that, 1/2 inch?
I think so. I'll let you know here in a second. Wow. I'm going to go through a lot of blades, I feel.
Actually, from here, it looks 3/4, actually.
Yeah, looking at his little pinky over there next to it, it looks like it is 3/4.
Well, little pinky, I'm a manly man.
Well, it's 5/8.
Another thing, if you see me stop moving, it's because I'm letting the flex come out of the blade because I don't want the sides of this project to be at an angle, which is comparable to set cutting. Well, you want to let the blade do the cutting.
Mike says, well, folks, it's officially midnight in Indiana, so I can say Merry Christmas to all.
Merry ho.
All Indians.
Merry Christmas, Mike.
Merry Christmas.
This is so beautiful.
And have a drink for us.
All this camaraderie and stuff.
Get out of there. There you go.
That's so
Pretty.
Okay.
Ready.
I didn't mean to do it.
All right. Let me measure my. Let's measure the
Yeah, measure the piece you're cutting.
my talk. Just saying. Forgot who my crowd was. And I never trust. This wood is 3/4.
5/8.
3/4. I'm suffering the people for the people. 3/4 of an inch thick. Just saying. All right.
So is that 0.75?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
He was testing my brain cells. Luckily, I knew that one.
That 5/8 and 2 check marks?
Something like that.
And the 5/8 and 2 little lines.
That's more accurate to what he.
That's what I meant to say, but 0.75 what popped up.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I actually worked with a fellow that measured just like that.
Yeah, I've done it on these live streams because I'm not real good at the old tape measure thing. Because unless it has all those little cheater marks, just saying.
Mike said, "Oh wow, Charles, you should see what Santa brought you, dude."
Oh Lord, I'm afraid to ask what that means, sir.
EVA.
Oh yeah, it's midnight here too. 12:01.
I'll be
Happy
dang.
Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas, sir, and Merry Ho Ho.
Yeah.
Again, Merry Christmas, everybody.
It's 11:03 here.
And bless us, everyone.
About 7 hours, we'll have this cut done.
All righty then.
Yep.
Let's see who's sending me a message.
It's not May.
Oh, okay. Man, I didn't know I had that many friends.
I don't know why I found that so funny, but it did. Because that's how we do it around here. We do funny.
Oh, Merry Christmas, and I love you. Oh, goody.
Diddly.